transponder here. The order in this one going to be Leonard Dake, Benjamin Kastenmeyer, Fran Bonji, Nicholas Loesch, Adam Chidar, Rick Nicholas, Jake O'Connell, and Matthew Beer. All right, guys, this is heat number 2. I'm going to call you by name. Benjamin, Bonji, Loesch, Chidara, Nicholas, O'Connell, and Matt Beer. Nice and easy out there. 8 trucks on the track in every short course heat, so it is an even playing field this evening. We are looking for Chris Nelson's 18 and a 5:15. Watch a triple landing. Triple landing go wide. Wider than that. Leonard Dake out front early on in this one. 17 lap pace. Loesch on a 17 as well. 16 for Rick Nicholas. And it's Bonji and Chidara and Matt Beer on 15 lap runs. O'Connell on a 14. 12 for Kastenmeyer. 3:50 to go. Dake with a 17.2 last time by, drops his pace down to a 17 and a 5:03. Leonard working on the platform right now. Dinking around in the infield. Dake gonna lose some time this time by. Cross the line with a 22.8. That's gonna put Nicholas Loesch to the front. Loesch with a long lap as well. Him and Dake gonna trade 20-second laps here. 16 and a 5:01 for Dake, back to the front. 03 for Loesch. 16.508 for Rick Nicholas. So top 3 cars separated by about 3 seconds right now with 3 minutes left. Dake across the line last time by, 17.9. Puts him back on that 17 lap pace. Little hit off the pipe in the infield. Leonard in that gray and red up on 2 wheels. Quick up down for Dake. No Marshall needed, although he was very ready. Halfway down, halfway to go. Leader working into the triple now. Rick Nicholas up in that 2 spot. Rick Nicholas in the silver, red, and blue, working on the platform. Working together with the all gray. I believe that is Jake O'Connell. Bonji up in the 4 spot. Beer, Chidara, O'Connell, and Kastenmeyer. 2:05 to go. Patience is a factor here. Our leader is that gray and red. Watch it on the platform exit. Clear now. 1:50 to go. Dake out front across the line. 17 and a 5:17 to pace. He stretched it out about 6 seconds over Nick Loesch in a 2 spot now. Loesch on a 16.510, 5:15 for Bonji and Nicholas. Matt Beer 16 and a 5:18, 5:19 for Chidara. So right now Bonji, Nicholas, Beer, and Chidara separated by about 2 seconds with 1:30 to go. Less than a minute to go, 50 seconds to be exact. Oh, man. Just pop it back on, Kevin. Yeah. Dake maintaining the lead, stretching it out rather. 17 and a 5:12 the pace, good enough to put him second on the grid. seconds to go in this one. Dake, Loesch, Chidara. Battle for the 3 spot. Chidara and Bonji within tenths here. Race clock about to expire. It's going to come down to the bitter end. Keep going, keep going. Everybody is still live. Leo, Dake, Nicholas Loesch, you guys are done. Still racing, still racing. Thank you. Racing behind you, Leo. Thank you. Adam Chidara, you are done. Fran Bonji, you're done. Rick Nicholas, you're done. Waiting on 2 more. Waiting on Matt Beer and waiting on the all gray of Jake O'Connell. 1 more to finish down the line here. Trevor Tobias. All in, all done. Leo Dake going to take that one. 17 and a 5-10. Loesch in the 2 spot, 16 and a 5-02 for him. 09 for Chidara. Bonji with an 09. Those two separated by 3/10. Rick Nicholas, 16 and a 5-12. 5-15 for Beer. O'Connell with a 14 and a 5-21. Hey, no coaching. Oh, gotcha. Should I tell Lincoln he's number 1? No, he's number 1. All right, drivers, go ahead, roll them around, check them in. 1 lap of warm up here. Watching the center. Loesch. Help me out over here. Shank ya. Oh, wow. Thanks, Lincoln. Matt Beer, I'll take you right over here. All right, everybody is checked in. The straightaway is closed. The order is going to be Hayden Klein, June Villaruz, Jason Klein, Mike O'Connell, Matt Meyer, Shane Coles, Benny Carlson, and Lincoln Dake. Lincoln, you're going out last. All right, guys. This is race number 3, stock short course. Chris Nelson is your TQ. 18 and a 5-15. I'm going to call you by name. Hayden. June. Jason Klein. Mike O'Connell. Matt Meyer. Shane Coles. Benny Carlson. And Lincoln Dake. All right, nice and easy out there, nice and smooth. Smooth is the name of the game if we are going to reel in the elusive Chris Nelson's 18 and a 5-15 pace. Villaruz opening up with some stout laps here. Hustle up. $17.5 out of the gate, 17.4, backing it up. Villaruz 18.1 across the line, 17 and a 5 flat the pace now. Matt Meyer in a 2 spot, 17 and a 5-15. 16 lap run for Klein and Carlson. Hayden on a 15, 14 for Coles and O'Connell. Lincoln on an 11 lap run right now. Villaruz out front, working a triple exit. Through the chicane he is. White, orange, and green is our leader. Matthew Meyer in a 2 spot. Matthew in that gunmetal, working in a triple now. Coming up on some traffic, he's going to be patient. Jason Klein in the 3, Klein in that blue-white fade. Then we got Benny Carlson, Coles, Hayden, Mike O'Connell, and Lincoln Dake. 3:15 to go. Villaruz new hot lap 17.0 last time by. Puts him onto a 18 lap pace. 2/10 off the TQ. Benny Carlson with a 17.6 last time by. Matt Meyer, 17.9. Jason Klein, 17.9. All these guys clicking some fast laps here. Villaruz at a 17.3. 2:45 to go, 18 and a 5:16 is the pace. We've fallen off of TQ run now. Meyer maintains the 2 spot by a margin of 1.8 over Carlson. And it's Coles, Klein, O'Connell, and Dake. Halfway down, halfway to go. Meyer with a 17.3 last time by. Trying to reel in June Villaruz here. 2:05 left to do it. Meyer with a 17.6 across the line. 4.9 to split. Last time by for Villaruz, 18.0. Going to back that up with a 17.5. 1:50 to go. Benny Carlson up to the 3 spot. Carlson got to deal with the factor out there. 1:35 to go. Villaruz out front, working on the back of Jason Klein. Matthew Meyer in the 2 spot. Meyer working on the straightaway. Carlson in the 3. Carlson in that orange drip with the checker, working on the platform. Oh, man, good check up there from Hayden Klein. Matt Meyer was off the track, marshaled himself. Hayden Klein hard on the binders, trying not to wreck both their race there. 1:10 to go. Watch coming on the straight. Go high coming on the straightaway. Clear now. 55 seconds to go. Villaruz out front. He's got a little work to do. 2 seconds off the TQ right now. Watch going to triple. Oh, man. Meyer narrowly avoiding disaster there. Jumping right over the factor. Meyer got the leader behind him. These guys working it out. Nice. 25 seconds to go. Coles moves up to the 3 spot now. Carlson down to the 4. Separation there, 1.4. 15 seconds to go. Watching a triple. Go watch it, Benny. Go, go, go. Get out of there. Watch it go wide in front of the stand. Clear now. In front of the driver's stand. Thank you, Benjamin Kastemeyer. Keep going, guys. Keep going. It's going to be close. Keep going. Keep going. Hayden Klein, you're the first one done. Hayden Klein, you're the first one done. Racing behind you, Hayden. Awesome. Thank you. Everybody's still live. Everybody's still going except for Hayden Klein. Benny Carlson is done. Jason Klein, you're done. June Villaruz, you're done. Oh, my God. Matt Meyer is done. Waiting on Dake. He's still racing, Matt Beer. He's still racing. One more to finish. The multicolored Red Bull working. Keep going, Lincoln. Keep going. Keep going. One more to finish. He's working over the lump right now onto the platform. Still waiting on Lincoln Dake here. Hustle, Marshall. Keep going, Lincoln. Marshall and Benny. Keep going, Lincoln. No, Lincoln's done. He's done. He's out. All right. And that's the race. June Villaruz, 18 and a 5:12.2 to Chris Nelson's 18 and a 5:15.2 to Chris Nelson's 18 and a 5:15.1. Nelson going to maintain the TQ there. Matt Meyer, 17.5:11.0, his best run by about a half a tenth. Shane Coles with a 17 and a 5:17.16 for Carlson and Klein. Hayden Klein with a 14. O'Connell with a 14. Lincoln Dake with a 10. Villaruz just missing that TQ by 1/10 of a second, maybe less. Go ahead and roll them around, check them in. All right, I need a check from Shear, Coleman, and Stefik. Probably need a volunteer marshal after this one, guys. All right, just waiting on one more to check in. Tyler Stefik, check in for me. Yeah, just go down across the loop and then, all right, that's good. Perfect. All right, guys, this is four-wheel drive 13.5 buggy. The order is going to be Aaron Prill, Tyler Stefik, Nick Coleman, Preston Shear, and Breadbasket Brian. All right, guys, marshals, look alive, drivers, I'm going to call you by name. Aaron. Tyler. Nick Coleman. Preston Shear. And Triple B. All right, guys. Only 5 of you out there. I should see 5 of your best runs on the layout. Four-wheel drive, 13.5 buggy. Race number 4, working their opening lap. I'll probably need a volunteer marshal or 2 after this one. I would definitely appreciate that. Eugene Bachman in the chat right now says, Breadbasket Brian is my hero. I agree with that, Eugene Bachman. Watching a straightaway. Oh, man, Benny, you were kind of like a deer in headlights right there. Didn't know which way to jump. Watching the triple go wide. Hey, Aaron going over the top. He's like, I'm not going wide. I'm going over the top. 1:05 in, 3:55 to go. It's Nick Coleman out front right now. Gadke in a 2 spot. That's Breadbasket Brian for the uninformed. Preston Shear in the 3. Stefik and Prill. Watching the center. Chicane, center chicane. Clear now. All these guys grouping up, watching the straightaway. Clear now. Coleman across the line, 16-7, 18 and a 5:02 the pace. Leader working in front of the driver's stand now. Onto the platform, giving Stefik a bump there. Across the line with a 17-9. Coleman rather, about 3.6 seconds ahead of Breadbasket Brian right now with 3 minutes left to go. See what Breadbasket brings to the table, 17-0. So Gadke taking 9/10 off of Coleman last time by. Coleman across the line now, 16-4. 2:45 to go. Shear in the 3. Stefik and Prill. Top 3 guys on 18-lap runs. Preston Shear throwing his hat in the ring now. Him and Gadke separated by 4/10. Halfway down, halfway to go. Shear working across the stripe. 16-3. Bumps him up to the 2 spot. Gadke down to the 3. Stefik in the 4. Prill in the 5. Long lap from Coleman. Going to bring Shear and Gadke within sniffing distance here. We are 7/10 between the top 3 cars right now. 1:55 to go. Hot lap in a race the previous. 16-0. Preston Shear to the front. Shear in that dark purple, a little bit orange. Shear going to take a little hit off the pipe there. Going to lose that lead spot, dropping all the way down to the 3. Coleman back to the front. 18.508 for him. 5:10 for Gadke. 5:13 for Shear. 3.5 second separation between the top 3. Aaron Prill in the 4 spot. Stefik in the 5. Prill with a 16.9 last time by. Going to back it up 18.2. 15 and a 5.01 for Aaron. 14 and a 5.02 for Tyler Stefik. Watching in front of the driver's stand. Oh, man. That was cool. 55 seconds to go. Coleman, Shear, Gadke, Prill, and Stefik. Going to need a couple volunteer marshals after this one, please, and thank you. Twenty seconds to go. Coleman out front. Not out of the woods yet, though. Shear within 1.9. Coleman got to keep it clean. Watching the platform. Clear now. Keep going, guys. Keep going. AA Ron Prill, you are done. AA Ron Prill, you are the first one done. Everybody else still going. Nick Coleman, you're done. Stefik is done. Waiting on two more. Now waiting on one more. Waiting on Breadbasket Brian. He's in front of the driver's stand now. Here he comes down the line, and that is it. All in, all done. Came down to the bitter end. Coleman going to hang on. 18 and a 5.06.5. Shear, 0.8. Gadke with 18 and a 5.13. Nick Coleman, that was your best run on the layout. Aaron Prill with a 15 and a 5.02. Welcome to the 15 lap club, AA Ron Prill. Tyler Stefik, 14 and 5.09. Only had 5 guys in that last race. I could use 2 volunteer marshals. It would really make me happy. Or at least 1. I think at least 1 should be sufficient. Thank you, Chesney. Breadbasket. Hey, Aaron, you want to take the bucket over there? Breadbasket Brian could take the triple landing. And Stefik, I'll take you at the number 1 over there by where the television is, where you line up to race. Brooks is out there. Okay, perfect. All right, guys, go ahead, roll it around, check it in. Race number 5, Stock Buggy. Doing their warm-up lap right now. 1 lap of warm-up is the program we roll with here at Trackside Hobbies. All right, everybody is checked in. The straightaway is closed. The order in this one is going to be Big Daddy Waller. That is Kevin Waller. Matt Bendelin, Talon Didi, Todd Pfeiffer, Jake Ward, and Dawson Brooks. All right, guys. Marshals look alive. Drivers, I'm going to call you by name. Kevin Waller. Matty B. Talon Didi. Todd Pfeiffer. Jacob Ward. And Dawson Brooks. All right, race number 5, working their opening lap right now. It's going to go to Talon Didi, Ward, Pfeiffer, Bendelin, Waller, and Brooks. Out of the gate with a 16.0. Backs it up with a 15.9. Talon Didi out front. It's a 19-lap pace. Course, a gray car working onto the platform is our leader. Jake Ward in the 2 spot. Ward in that mostly red with a little bit of white. Todd Pfeiffer in the 3 with the even split of white and red. Waller in the 4 spot. He's in that all gray. Bendlin in the yellow, orange, and purple. Then we got Dawson Brooks in the all white. 3:45 to go. Didi across the line. It's a 15-7. 19 and a 5:02 is the pace right now. Eat your heart out, Kyle Kasurik. Talon Didi is closing in on a 20-lap run in his stock buggy. Watching the chicane. Oh, man, commentator's curse there. Brett Basket was on it. No marshal needed, but we're going to lose some time. 3:15 to go. $17.7 across the stripe, down to a 19 and a 5:07 now. Ugh. Ward in the 2 spot, 18.501 for him, 05 for Pfeiffer. Waller, unfortunately, out. Then we got Bendlin and Brooks. 2:50 to go. Watch going into triple. Clear now. Leader working through the triple section right now. Last lap a little slow. 19 and a 5:13 is the pace now. Ward maintaining that 2 spot. Ward working a kid's table right now. All red with a little bit of white. Pfeiffer in the 3 working on the straightaway. Those two separated by just 0.6. .205 left to go. Another 18-second lap across the line for Didi. Down to an 18 and a 5 flat now. Ward within striking distance. It's a half a second up front. 1:50 to go. Pfeiffer only 1.9 off the lead. They've separated from the Bendlin Brooks situation in 4th and 5th. 1:40 to go. Didi gonna bounce back. 16.3 backs it up 15.8 on a 19.5:15 now. Ward with a 16.4. It's 1.9 to gap up front. Pfeiffer just does his best lap as well on lap 12, and there's 1:15 to go. I'll watch it. Chicane. Clear now. Watch in front of the stand. It's clear now. Didi taking another hit off the pipe here. 4 down, 1 to go. Jake Ward back in the mix here. Half a second up front. Pfeiffer going to tap out a little bit. I believe that was Pfeiffer. Bendlin and Brooks. 35 seconds to go. 16.2 across the line for Didi. Ward with a 17.5. We're back to 2 seconds to split. 30 seconds to go. Oh. Bendlin out there beating up Waller's car. It's not even in the race anymore. These guys are supposed to be homies. What the heck? Keep going. Time has expired, but we are all live. Everybody's still going. Jake Ward, Matt Bendlin, first one's done. Todd Pfeiffer, you are done. Talon Didi is done. Dawson Brooks is done. All in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Talon Didi going to take that one and set the TQ tentatively. 19 and a 5:14. 18:03 for Ward. 18:09 for Pfeiffer. Those guys both doing their best runs on the layout. Bendlin with a 17. Brooks with a 14. All right, let's roll them around, check them in. Waller, why don't you come and take the platform here? Jake Ward, you slide down to the triple entrance. Talon Didi, you bring your young legs over here and do the triple landing. All right, everybody is checked in. Don't take advantage of me while I'm staging the marshals. It's one lap of warm-up. Just saying. All right, the order in this one is Skylar Mandela, Kyle Kasurik, Tyler O'Brien, June Villaruz, Jason Lee, and Jonathan Bailey. All right, marshals, look alive. Drivers, on your name. Skylar. Kasurik. O'Brien. Showtime. Jason Lee. And Jonathan Bailey. Race number 6. Second heat of stock buggy on the track right now. Looking for Talon Didi's 19 and a 5:14. O'Brien and Mandela's lap 1 pace reflecting that TQ. Villaruz, Lee, Kasurik, and Bailey. That's lap 1. There's 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Watching chicane. In and out, in and out. Clear now. I believe that was Kasurik. It was long lap for Kasurik, and it dropped him down to the 4 spot now. Mandela out front. 19 lap pace, 19 and a 5:13. 3:45 to go. 16-2 last time by for Mandela. Working in the chicane he is. Purple, white, and green. TOB 15-9 across the line last time by. Puts him in a 2 spot. 1 second off of Mandela. 18 and a 5:01 is his pace. Lee in the 3 spot. Kasurik, June Villaruz, and Jonathan Bailey. Leader on the all-white, leader on Villaruz. Thank you. Mandela working across the line here. Last time by 16-0, going to back it up 16-4. 19 and a 5:11 is the pace. TOB in a 2 spot. TOB working on the straight. Last time by 17-4, going to back it up 18-5 from the 2 to the 3. Kasurik getting the bump now. So now it's Mandela, Kasurik, O'Brien, Lee, Villaruz, and Bailey. Mandela all alone on that 19-lap run. Kasurik, O'Brien, and Lee all on 18s. Kasurik and O'Brien separated by just 3/10. 2:50 to go. Halfway down, halfway to go. Mandela another 16-2 across the line. 19 and a 5:10 the pace. Across the stripe, it's a 15-8 hot lap at a race on lap number 10 for Skylar Mandela. 19 and a 5:09 now. Working on the back of Bailey. Bailey gives him room. Excellent driving there. Kasurik in the 2 spot. Kasurik in that white, orange, and blue. In front of the driver's stand over the dirty pillow. And it's O'Brien, Villaruz, Lee, and Bailey. $1:45 to go. Second place on Villaruz, if and when. TOB with a 15-9 last time by his best lap. Jason Lee goes 17-0. 17-7 from Jonathan Bailey. All these guys doing their best lap. TOB going to tap out, working into the tabletop over there. Going to give Kasurik some breathing room for the 2 spot. Mandela, 3.9 to gap to Kasurik. Long lap last time by. Going to maintain the TQ pace. But Kasurik starting to close in. 17-5 for Mandela. 16-8 for Kyle. recovery lap there for the purple and green, 16.4, but it's not enough because Surik with a 15.9. We're down to 3.6 to split now, 50 seconds to go. Kasurik hard charging at the end here. Mandela with a 16.1. That's going to help. Kasurik across the line. It's a 15.8 hot lap for Kasurik right there. 40 seconds to go. Three and a half to split up front. Leader working out of the chicane. Over the lump. Coming up on some traffic if and when. Leader working on a straightaway. Sick whip from Mandela. Cross the line with a 15.9. Matching Kasurik's 15.9 there. 1/1000th faster. It's 3.5 seconds to split. Go wide chicane. Wide a triple exit. Wide a triple exit. Clear now. Time about to expire here. Kasurik got to hope for some divine intervention. 16.4 across the line for our leader. Everybody's still live. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Watching the straightaway. Go high. Clear now. TOB, you are done. Mandela, Villaruz, you guys are both done. Kasurik is done. Everybody is done. Marshall's on your blowers, please. Skylar Mandela going to take that one. 19 and a 5:10. His best run on the layout. Welcome to the 19 lap club. Hey, Matt Bendelin, or is someone going to blow it off for you? Piper, thank you, Piper. Mandela, welcome to the 19 lap club. Kasurik, 19 and a 5:13. 18:03, his best run for Tyler O'Brien. Villaruz was 17. Lee was 17. His best run, and Jonathan with a 16. I just need one on the platform, Jonathan, and I should be good. Hey, Kyle Kasurik, on the ground, wedged in the pipe right in front of you, is that a transponder? I just eagle-eyed that thing from across the track. He says, did anybody turn in a transponder? And your car stopped scoring in the race. Wow. Yeah? What did you have on? You had silvers on? Oh. Well, are they brand new? Oh, and Benjamin is swapping the transponder. That's what we're waiting on right now? Okay. All right. Everybody is checked in. Benjamin doing a quick transponder swap here. This is 21.5 Spec Buggy. The order is Matthew Bendelin, Benjamin Kastemeyer, Lucas Lenhart, Benny Carlson, Aiden Nelson, Trevor Tobias, and Reina Chadara. Reina, I think you're in the next race. No, I'm just kidding. That seems like a little less prepared than just a transponder over there, Benjamin. All right, Kastemeyer on his way here. All right. Benjamin, check it in for me. Did you check it in? Did you go across the line? All right. June, unplug his transponder. Plug it in the other way. It's probably plugged in backwards. Or just make sure it's lined up. The proper orientation as all the other plugs. What? You didn't even plug the transponder in? Or put it in the car? And then it's plugged in wrong. It can be plugged in backwards and still blink. All right, we got it. Benjamin, you're going out second. No warm-up lap for you. The order one more time. Maddie B, Benjamin, Lucas, Benny, Aiden, Trevor, and Raina. Thank you, June and T.O.B. All right, on your name. Bendlin. Kastemeyer. Lenhart. Carlson. Aiden Nelson. Trevor Tobias. And Raina Chidara watching the chicane. Clear now. Race number 7 on the track right now. We will take a less than 10-minute break between round 1 and round 2. So it'll be about 8 minutes of in-between time. Bendlin opens up with a 17.4, backs it up 17.3. 18-lap pace. Aiden Nelson in the 2 spot. Carlson, Lenhart, Tobias, Kastemeyer, and Chidara. Raina rocking some new paint out there. Got the race paint on. .345 to go. Bendlin out front. Bendlin working in the triple. Watch him in front of the stand. Clear now. Carlson getting spun around just a bit there. Aiden Nelson in a 2 spot. 4-second split up front. Aiden running that Jack Nelson mobile. Purple with the yellow trim. Working on the straightaway now. Lenhart in the 3. Carlson, Tobias, Kastemeyer, and Chidara. Bendlin out front with an 18-lap pace. 17 for Aiden. Carlson and Lenhart with a 16. Those two separated by 3/10. 15-lap run for Tobias and Kastemeyer. 13-lap run for Raina. 2 down, 3 to go. Watching the chicane exit, watching the platform. Oh man, Jonathan taking one in the Nike. Oh, now in the calf. Stop beating up Jonathan out there. .220 to go. These guys out there beating up on Jonathan just because he's British or something. Bendlin out front. 16.9 across the line for Maddie B. Orange, yellow, and purple working in the chicane. 17 and a 5.15 to pace. Aiden Nelson still maintaining that 2 spot. 16 and a 5 flat for Aiden. Coming up on some traffic there. Excellent driving from Nelson and Chidara. Benny Carlson in the 3 spot. Lenhart, Tobias, Kastemeyer, and Raina. 1:40 to go. Oh, watching a triple. One more, Tyler. Clear now. Oh, one more. Now it's clear. Triple is clear. 1:20 to go. Bendlin starting to separate now just a bit from Aiden Nelson. 5.9 to split. 17 and a 5.10 the pace. Leader working out of the triple now. Nelson working onto the platform. Benny Carlson in the 3 spot. Carlson working directly behind Nelson on track. These two sharing the same straightaway. 2.6 to split. Long lap from Carlson, going to stretch that out to 3.5 second split between him and Nelson. Lenhart maintains the 4. Tobias, Kastemeyer, and Chidara, 45 seconds to go. Watching the platform. Clear now. 30 seconds to go. Aiden Nelson, 17.7 last time by his best lap. Tobias with a 19.2. That was his best lap. 20 seconds to go. All these guys relatively spread out in this one. Bendelin on a 17. Aiden Nelson bumping up to a 17 that last time by. Keep going. Watching the chicane exit. Work together to the end here. Work together in front there. Matty B, you are done. Benjamin Kastemeyer, you guys are done. Aiden Nelson, Benny Carlson, you're done. Waiting on a few more. Waiting on Lenhart. Waiting on Tobias. There he is. There's Lenhart. One more to finish. It's Serena. And that's it, all in, all done. Matty B going to take that one, 17 and a 5.07. Aiden Nelson, 16.5.01. 05 for Carlson, 16 and a 5.17 for Lenhart. Tobias with 15. Kastemeyer with a 14. And 14 for Reyna. Benjamin, why don't you take that spot right there, the triple landing. Yep. Hey, are you going to join us to Marshall, or? You at the Marshall? Adam, you want to take the triple takeoff instead? Awesome, thank you. Why are we... How far did you go? Did someone not blow a section off? What happened over there? They didn't do that spot? Lucas, you might as well just blow off that section you're walking through. Start through the 2 and hustle through and blow that off. Start right there, yeah. Just in case. Thank you, Lucas. All right, you guys can go ahead, roll them around, check them in. Watching a triple. All right, everybody is checked in. The straightaway is closed. The order in this one going to be Matt Deedy, Mike Chesney, Mark Polson, Jonathan Bailey, Jaden Bendelin, Matt Chesney, and Mark Dakent. All right, guys, this is the final race of this round. We will take a very, very, very short break after this. I'm going to call you guys by name. Matt Deedy. Mike Chesney, Mark Polson, Jonathan Bailey, Jaden Bendelin, Matt Chesney, and Mark Dakent. Oh man, Matt Deedy losing his good luck charm on lap number 1. These guys working across the line here for laps 1 and 2. Matt Deedy out front, 17 and a 5.05. 17.5.11 for Matt Chesney. So it's the Matt and Matt show right now out front. Deedy and Chesney. Polson in the 3 spot. Chesney, Bailey, Dakin, and Bendelin. Top 3 guys on 17 lap runs. Long race left to go. 3:55 left to go in this one. Just put him on the other side, Ben. Other side, other side. No. Yeah, there you go. Watching triple exit, triple exit. Thank you, Matty B. 3:40 to go. Deedy out front. 17.5 last time by across the line. Deedy in that classic Matt Deedy paint job. Brown, orange. A little bit of cream in there. Working down the straightaway. 17.7 that time by. 17 and a 5.04 the pace. Matt Deedy in TQ territory right now with 3:20 to go. Chesney in the 2 spot, 16.5.03 for him, 05 for Matt Chesney. So it's Mike and Matt Chesney now duking it out for the number 2 spot. Those two separated by half a second. Polson in the 4, Bailey, Dakin, and Bendelin. 2 down, 3 to go. Leader working on the straightaway now. Brown, orange. Off-white. Long lap last time by. Deedy falling off the TQ pace just a bit. 2:40 to go. Plenty of time to get it back here. Mike Chesney maintains the 2 spot. Matt in the 3. Polson, Bailey, Dakin, and Bendelin. Deedy all alone on that 17 lap run now. 16 for the Chesneys and Polson. 15 for Bailey. 15 for Dakin. 13 for Jaden Bendelin. 19.6 last time by. Jaden's best lap. 18.4 for Mike Chesney. That was his best lap. 2:15 to go. $1:55 to go. Deedy out front, back into TQ territory now. 17 and a 5.06. Deedy working on the back of Mark Polson right here. These guys working together excellent on the platform. That's how you do it. Polson gives them just enough room. Tucks in, follows them. 1:30 to go. Polson on the wrong side of the pipe there. Commentator's curse. Benjamin right on it, though. Leader working on this straightaway. 17 and a 5.06. We are on a TQ run right now. 1:20 to go. Four down, 1 to go. Deedy out front. Matt Chesney winning the battle of the Chesneys right now. In the 2 spot. Mike in the 3. The Chesneys separated by 2.9 right now. Deedy goes for a little tumble last time by. He's going to cross the stripe. We'll see where he's at. Long lap for Deedy. Going to make things interesting here. 17 and a 5.09 to pace. Deedy going to need a couple burners on the last few laps here to get back into that TQ range. 30 seconds to go. Hot lap, recovery lap that time by. 17.3, hot lap at a race. 15 seconds to go. Deedy back on his horse. Little kiss off the pipe there, and away he goes. Leader working on the straight. 18.1, it's close. We're 6/10 off of TQ right now. The last lap's going to be everything. Didi pushing hard, working on the straight. Go low, low, low. Oh, man. Matt Didi, you are done. Mike Chesney, you're done. Matt Chesney, you're done. Waiting on a few more. Still racing, guys. Still racing. Jaden Bendelin is done. Jonathan Bailey done. Waiting on the marks. Marshall, put him on the other side or something. Come on, guys. One more still racing. We are still marshalling until I say. And that's it, all in, all done. Matt Didi on the last lap. Going to snag the TQ from Matthew Bendelin by a mere hundredths of a second. Matt Chesney going to hang on to the second spot in the Battle of the Chesneys. 16 and a 5:10 for him. Welcome to the 16 lap club, Matt Chesney. Mike with a 16.504, his best run. Jonathan Bailey, his best run, 16.511, 16.519 for Polson. Dakin, welcome to the 15 lap club. Jaden Bendelin with a 14. Hold the cars while the blowers are going, please. I'm going to get the next round started. It'll be the same race order. You will go up how you finished. There will be a very, very short break. So be ready to go, you guys. Be ready to go out there. Make sure you have the transponder and the proper cars. Tires are sauced. Printing the new heat sheet up right now. It's going to be coming out of the printer here momentarily. All right, the timer is live. If you need more time, please let me know, but you really shouldn't. All right, guys, let's shut them down, bring them in, shut them down, bring them in. Race number 1. You guys are up. Chris Nelson, Aiden Nelson, Lucas Lenhart, Trevor Tobias, Dawson Brooks, Kevin Waller, Stephen Key, Josh O'Connell. You guys are up. Out to Marshall, Matt Deedy, Matt Chesney, Mike Chesney, Jonathan Bailey, Mark Polson, Mark Dakin, and Jaden Bendelin. You guys are out to Marshall. Couple Matt Meyer fans online on the Facebook right now. Shannon and Connor are online watching. Cheering on Matt Meyer. Matt Deedy or Mark Polson, can one of you guys slide over by this platform instead and then just take the middle of that section? All right, you guys can roll them around, check them in. All right, everybody appears to be checked in except one truck. I need a check-in from Aiden Nelson. Run it across the line for me there, Aiden. Excellent. All right, the order in this one is going to be Chris Nelson is going to lead us out. Aiden Nelson, Lucas Lenhart, Trevor Tobias, Dawson Brooks, Big Daddy Waller, Stephen Key, and Josh O'Connell. All right, guys, this is race number 1, round number 2. I'm going to call you by your name. Chris Nelson, Aiden Nelson, Lucas Lenhart, Trevor Tobias, Dawson Brooks, Big Daddy Waller, Mustang Stephen Key, and Josh O'Connell. Round 2 off and rolling here. It kicks off with stock short course. There's 23 of them in the building tonight. A couple of these guys getting ready for the big Slash Enduro this weekend. If you are in town and you want to see the greatest spectacle in RC racing, stop by Trackside Hobbies this Saturday. Slash Enduro will go live at, I believe, 4:30 p.m., maybe 5, 666 laps. So you got about 3.5 hours to come by and check it out. Watching the straightaway. Clear now. $110 and $350 to go. Chris Nelson out front. 17-lap run. Lenhart in a 2 spot. Brooks, Waller, Aiden Nelson, O'Connell, Key, and Tobias. Oh, watching a triple. Dakin risking life and limb right there. $330 to go. Chris Nelson out front. Baby blue with the flow yellow trim. Kevin Waller in a 2 spot in that $20 a day Slash. Getting a little hung up after the triple exit. Watching a chicane. Clear now. Nelson across the line, 17-0, 17 and a 5:01 the pace. Coming up on Lenhart. Lenhart gives him some room there. Lenhart currently up to P2 now. Long lap last time by from Waller. Going to drop him down to the 4 spot. So now it's Nelson. Aiden Nelson up to the 2. Lenhart in the 3. Waller, Brooks, Key, Tobias, and O'Connell. 2:20 in, 2:40 to go. 17 and a 5 flat to pace off the baby blue, and we're at an 18-lap run last time by. 17-0 across the stripe. Watch it in front of the stand. Watch it in front of the stand. Go wide. It's clear now. Swift marshaling there from Jaden Bendelin. 2:15 to go. Once again, it is the Nelson show out front. Chris and Aiden. 18-lap run for Chris. 15-lap run for Aiden. Lenhart in the 3 spot. Waller in the 4, rather. Nelson, Lenhart, and Waller separated by about 1.5 seconds right now. 1:50 to go. Brooks in the 5. Tobias, Key, and O'Connell. O'Connell doing his best lap last time by 22.2. Tobias at an 18.8. That was his best lap. 18.3 from Lucas Lenhart. A fast lap from him. 1:35 to go. $1:20 to go. Nelson out front. Falling off that 18-lap pace, though. Nelson, your TQ from the previous round. 18 and a 5:15.1. That held through the whole round here. Nelson across the line with a 17.3. 17 and a 5:02 the pace. He's got 1 minute left to reset here. Click some laps. Lenhart maintains the 2 spot. Lenhart in that forest green. Working on the back of Tobias in the sweeper. Dawson Brooks up to the 3 spot now. 40 seconds to go. $25 seconds to go in this one. 25 seconds to go. Nelson out front. 17.501. Watch it after the chicane. Chicane. Just pull it off, Jaden. Put it by your bucket. Thanks, buddy. Man, travesty in the last couple seconds here for Lenhart. He was your second place driver. Watching the triple. Watch it going into the triple. Keep going, keep going. Chris Nelson, you're done. Chris Nelson, you're done. Aiden Nelson, you're done. Everybody else keep going. Everybody else keep going. Just the Nelsons are done. Dawson Brooks is done. Josh O'Connell done. Waiting on a few more. Kevin Waller trying to use the self-writing feature on that thing. And he is done. All in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Chris Nelson going to win that one. 17 and a 5:01. 15 and a 5:04 for Aiden. 07 for Brooks. His best run. Kevin Waller, 15 and a 5:14. 5:17 for Tobias. Then it's Key, Lenhart, and O'Connell. And this may come as no surprise, but there are Mike Chesney fans online. We got a Let's Go Mike Chesney. And if you've been here on Tuesday, that is not a surprise. Chesney generally has the largest fan club. All right, you guys can roll them around, check them in. Watching a straight. Go low on the straightaway. Go low on the straight. Wait, now one more to check in. There he is. Straightaway is closed. The order in this one is going to be Leonard Dake, Nicholas Loesch, Adam Chidara, Fran Bonji, Rick Nicholas, Matt Beer, Jake O'Connell, and Benjamin Kastenmeyer. All right, marshals look alive. Drivers, I'm going to call you by name. Leonard, Loesch, Chidara, Bonji, Nicholas, Beer, O'Connell, and Kastenmeyer. Watching a triple exit, clear now. Couple opening lap bobbles here. Leo Dake across the line, 17.5. Gonna take lap 1, 18 lap pace out of the gate. Gonna back it up with a 19.1. That's gonna move Nicholas Loesch to the front. Dake down to the 2. Chidara, Nicholas, Beer, O'Connell, Bonji, and Kastenmeyer. 4:10 to go. Plenty of racing left in this one. Dake with a 17.2, back to the front that time by. Him and Loesch separated by just half a second early on in this one. Chidara 1.8 off that lead battle, and Beer 3.5. Long lap from Beer, gonna drop him all the way down to the 7. Watch it going into the triple after the sweeper. Loesch gets caught up just a bit. 3:30 to go. Leonard out front, 17.508. Loesch with a 17.508 as well. Chidara in the 3 spot, 17.518. Longer lap that time by from Loesch. Gonna move him 1.6 off the lead now. 3:15 to go. Kastenmeyer tapping out yet again. Watch going into triple. Go wide going into triple. It's clear now. Bonji on his lid. That was P4. 2 down, 3 to go. Dake and Loesch out front, 17 lap runs, 1.8 to split. Chidara goes 18.1 last time by, puts him within 4.5 seconds of him. Nicholas in the 4, Bonji, Beer, and O'Connell. Matt Beer goes 19.2, his best lap last time by. Beer going to back it up with an 18.7, another fast lap. Chidara last time by 17.7, his fast lap. Long lap from Loesch. Dake going to stretch it out now. None of these guys looking to challenge the TQ just yet. Dake 17.507. Little work to do. 5:16 for Loesch. 16 lap runs for Chidara and Nicholas. Bonji on a 15. Beer on a 15. O'Connell on a 14. 2:05 to go. 18.0 across the stripe for the gray and red. 17.506 to pace. Leader working over the lump. 1:45 on the clock. Go wide in the triple. Clear now. Loesch in the 2 spot. Loesch in that red, white, and green. Watching the triple go wide. Still there. Clear now. Go. 1:15 to go. Dake out front. Now it's Chidara to the 2 spot. Him and Loesch separated by just 1/10. 1:05 on the clock. Go wide on the straight. Clear now. Chidara and Loesch 2 and 3 reverse order. How you see him on the track. Loesch leads on the straightaway. Chidara in tow. Separation 3/10. Longer lap there from Loesch. Chidara going to stretch it out 9/10 now. 40 seconds to go. Nicholas in the 4. Beer, Bonji, and O'Connell. Dake all alone. 17 lap run. Chadara, Loesch, and Nicholas all on 16. 15 for Beer and Bonji. 14 for Jake O'Connell. 25 seconds to go. New hot lap. 17-0 from Leonard Dake. Gonna back it up with a 19. Ugh. Behind you, Lucas. Awesome, thank you. Time about to expire here. Longer lap from Loesch. Nick Loesch, you are done. Nick Loesch, you are done. Racing behind you. Leonard Dake, you are done. Fran Bonji is done. Chadara is done. Rick Nicholas, you're done. Waiting on two more. There's one, and that's it. All in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Leonard Dake, 17 and a 5:07. 5:17 for Chadara. Good enough to move him up a couple spots on the grid. Loesch, 16. Nicholas, 16. 16 from Beer. 15 from Bonji. 14 from O'Connell. Those cars down right out to Marshall. All right, Marshall, spread out, guys. Watching the platform. You take the bucket, Benjamin. Rick Nicholas going to take the number one. Take the number one spot. Perfect. All right, just waiting on a check-in from I got enough time to change my diff oil, Matt Meyer. He's going to make it. The truck is making it in. Matt Meyer's making it in. Bold maneuvers coming out of the Meyer pit this evening. Went for a 15-minute diff oil change. We're going to see if this pays off, folks. I think I seen out of the corner of my eye Meyer doing a little Hail Mary right there. A little Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Hoping it pays off. Oh, no. Change it back. Also, no pressure. I'll read off the order while you do this. Leading us out in this one going to be June Villaruz. Matthew Meyer going to go out second. Shane Coles, Benny Carlson, Jason Klein, Hayden Klein, Mike O'Connell, and Lincoln Dake. Just rip her across the loop once for me, Matt. All right, sweet. You're going out number 2. Perfect. All right, Marshall's Look Alive drivers, I'm going to call you by name. June. Matt Meyer. Shane Coles. Benny Carlson. Jason Klein. Hayden Klein. Mike O'Connell. And Lincoln Dake. Hey, you don't give him the wave. I call him by name. Watching the platform. Matt Meyer coming up on the factor. Excellent. Watch it after the sweeper, after the sweeper. Good drive in there. Good marshalling from Rick Nicholas. Everything coming together as planned here. Oh, no. All right, there we go. Back in at 3:35 to go. Coles out front. Meyer in the 2 spot. Carlson, Villaroos, Klein, O'Connell, and Dake. That is Jason and Hayden. Coles out front, 17-lap run. Villaroos jumping in the 2 spot now. Within 1 second of Shane Coles, 3:10 to go. 17 and a 5:05 for Coles, 17:5:08. Now it's Villaroos to the front, 17:5:07, or 05 rather, 07 for Coles. Separation just 0.3 up front. Carlson in the 3 spot, 17 and a 5:10 for him. Meyer getting caught up just a bit on the straightaway. .230 left to go in this one. Villaroos out front, 17:5:01. Stretching out now. About 3.3 seconds on Shane Coles, 2:15 to go, 16:7 across the line for June. Puts him up to an 18-lap pace now. June flirting with the TQ now. About 1 second off. Leader working across the line, 17:5. 18 and a 5:16 is the pace. 5:15 is the TQ. 1:55 to go. We are 0.3 off the TQ now. 1:40 to go. Villaroos 16:8 across the line. Your leader is that white, orange, and green. Working onto the straightaway now. Little hit off the pipe for Villaroos. Cross the line, 17:9. Falling off the TQ now. Oh, Villaroos up on 2 wheels. Spins it out. No marshal needed, but he's going to lose some precious time here. 1:15 to go. Coles just does his best lap. Carlson as well. Four down, 1 to go. Here comes Villaroos down the line. 17:0, 18 and a 5:16. Coles in that 2 spot, 17 and a 5:04 for him. He's on a good run. 40 seconds to go. Carlson maintaining the 3 spot. Klein, O'Connell, Meyer, and Dake. .20 seconds to go. Villaroos within 0.8 of the TQ now. Cross the line, 17:3. 12 seconds to go. We're 0.5 off. Villaroos coming up on some traffic. He's coming up on Klein. And the all-white. Keep going, keep going, keep going. It's going to be very close. It's going to be very close. Coles, you're done. Meyer, you're done. Villaroos is done. Jason Klein, Benny Carlson, Hayden Klein, you guys are done. Waiting on 2 more. Waiting on O'Connell and Dake. Waiting on O'Connell and Dake. Keep going, Lincoln. 1 more to finish. And that's it, all in, all done. TQ, Chris Nelson, 18 and a 5:15.13. June Villaroos, 18 and a 5:15.18. Nelson going to hang on by a hundredths. Cole's going to move up a couple spots, 17 and a 5:04 for him, 17 and a 5:14 for Benny Carlson. Klein with 16, 15 for Hayden. Matt Meyer has to check his transponder with scoring every other lap. 14 lap runs for him. O'Connell with a 14, Lincoln Dake with a 10. I don't know if the transponder's just loose or what, but it didn't start you. And then I tried to hand score you, but it was alternately scoring. Sometimes it would, sometimes it would not. What was that? Was that 1.21 gigawatts of power, or what was that? All right, quote unquote 13.5 wheeler is up. Mach 1 wheeler on the track. Warming him up, doing the things. One more to check in here. It's Triple B. There he is. The straightaway is now closed. Let's line him up here. The order is as follows. Nick Coleman, Preston Shear, Bread Basket Brian, A.A. Ron Prill, and Tyler Stefik. All right, guys. This is 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy. I'm going to call you by name. Nick Coleman, Preston Shear, Triple B, A.A. Ron, and Tyler Stefik. All right, nice and easy out there. Race number 4 on the track right now. These guys working lap number 1. And it is looking like that is going to go to Bread Basket Brian. 16.9 out of the gate. Shear coming across lap 2 at a 16.3. Bread Basket 16.8. So now it's Shear to the front. 3/10 to split, and Coleman only 3/10 off of that. A lot of racing left in this one. 4:05 to go. Shear with a long one. Bread back to the front. 16.7 across the stripe for the white and orange. Little bump there from Stefik keeps him going. Gadke 16.6 across the line. Back-to-back hot laps for the Bread. 18.5.02. Working through the platform now is our leader. Shear in that 2 spot. Preston Shear only 0.6 off a Bread Basket. Now it's Nick Coleman to the 2 spot. Shear down to the 3. Top 3 separated by 0.6 of a second right now. Preston Shear goes 15.8 to the front. Bread Basket Brian takes it back with a 16.2. 2 down, 3 to go. Watching the chicane clear now. Shear 15.9, Gadke 16.5. Separation 1/10 of a second. Shear working on the back of Coleman. Bread Basket working over the lump. Work together on the straightaway. Coleman gets a little bouncy after the landing. Shear nowhere to go. 16.1. Little hit off the pipe there. Coleman coming in hard, hot on the binders. Watch it, platform exit, go wide, Bread Basket, wider than that. .220 to go. Shear out front, Gadke into 2. Separation 4/10. Gadke going triple for some reason. 2:10 to go. 3 down, 2 to go. Shear stretching it out just a bit now. 3.9 over Breadbasket Brian. Breadbasket and Stefik working well in front of the driver's stand. 1:45 to go. Gadke with a 16.9. He's 4 seconds off of Shear. These guys are Shear in TQ territory. Breadbasket creeping his way in. Coleman in the 3 spot. Coleman within 0.6 of Breadbasket Brian. Both these guys going to trade questionable laps here. Shear, though, in the groove. 15.7, 19 lap pace now. 1:15 to go. Watching a chicane. Shear navigates the upside-down car well. The purple and orange is your leader, working onto the straightaway. 1:05 to go. 16.2 with the traffic. Shear gets spun around just as you say his name. Double stuffing it. Around here we call that the Weisenberger. Gadke goes 16.2 across the line. Watch it after the lump. Coleman gets hung up. I'll need a volunteer marshal or two after this one, please, and thank you. 35 to go. Oh, man. Stefik spun around. Gadke nowhere to go. 25 seconds to go. These guys working it out on the straightaway. Excellent. 10 seconds to go in this one. Shear is on a TQ run. Oh, Coleman just touching the wheels of Gadke there. Spinning him out. Keep going, Nick Coleman, you are done. Preston Shear, you are done. Aaron, you are done. Gadke done. And there's Stefik, all in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Preston Shear going to take that one, 18 and a 5:02. New TQ. Gadke with an 18.513, 17 for Coleman, 16 for Prill. Welcome to the 16-lap club now, Aaron. And Tyler Stefik with a 15-lap run. Could use a volunteer marshal or two. Oh, well, you didn't have to do me like that. You should run in the next one, Preston. Well, now I only got 4 marshals. You should run in the next one. Need some volunteer marshals here for this next race. Couple brave souls help a brethren out. Keep this program rolling swiftly here. Aaron Prill, you want to slide over to the bucket? And you on the pole, sir, you want to take the number 1 spot back over there instead? Thank you. All right, you guys go ahead, roll them around, check them in. All right, everybody is checked in. The straightaway is closed. The order is Talon Dede, Jake Ward, Todd Pfeiffer, Matthew Bendelin, Dawson Brooks, Kevin Waller, and Preston Shear. Hi, guys. I'm going to call you by name. Talon Didi. Jake Ward. Todd Pfeiffer. Matt Bendelin. Dawson Brooks. Kevin Waller. Preston Shear. This is race number 5 on the track right now. Stock Buggy Heat 1 of 2. These guys working their opening laps, getting in the groove here. We'll give them a little bit to get settled in. All right, about 1 minute in here. Talon Didi out front. 19.504. Shear in the 2 spot, 18.506. 07 for Ward and Bendelin. 18 and a 5.14 for Pfeiffer. And it's Waller and Brooks, 3:45 to go. Leader taking a tumble after that triple, getting a little too saucy on that single. Licks his fingers and away he goes. Patience is a factor here, and that was not it. 3:20 to go. Didi out front, 19 and a 5.16. Ward in the 2 spot. Pfeiffer, Bendelin, Shear, Waller, and Brooks. Didi falling off to an 18-lap pace, 18 and a 5 flat. Coming up on Shear. Watching the chicane. Clear now. Ward tapping out. Ward within 1.5. Didi going to stretch it out now. Bendelin going to work his way into the conversation here. Ward might shuffle down a spot, and he does. Matty B to the 2 spot now. Watch the chicane. Good marshal in there from Breadbasket. 2:45 to go. Didi, Bendelin, Ward, Pfeiffer, Shear, Waller, and Brooks watching the platform. Oh, man, Nick Coleman breakdancing out there. Wicka, wicka, wicka. Didi across the line, 15.8. Watching the chicane exit, chicane, or entrance rather. Chicane, chicane, chicane. Oh, well, what? .215 to go. Didi back on that 19-lap pace. 19 and a 5.12. TQ is Mandela, 19 and a 5.10. Didi working on the back of Matty B. Matty B gives him room. 3 down, 2 to go. Watch it after the sweeper. Clear now. Didi, Ward, Pfeiffer, Bendelin, Shear. That's top 5. Waller and Brooks. Ward and Pfeiffer separated by 0.8 right now. Bendelin not far off, 140 to go. Watching the chicane, clear now. Didi across the line, 15.9. We're in TQ territory now, 19 and a 5.09 to pace off that Corsa Gray. Working over the lump, onto the platform he is. Coming up on Pfeiffer, if and when. Nasty whip onto the straightaway for Didi, another 15.9. Watching the chicane. Clear now. Leader across the stripe. 16.0, 19 and a 5.09, 50 seconds to maintain it. Didi working in front of the stand. Ward hangs onto the 2 spot, 1 second over Pfeiffer. These guys have separated from Bendelin, Shear, Waller. Waller goes 17.1, backs it up 17.2. 30 seconds to go. 17.4 across the line last time by. For our leader, Didi, still in TQ, but by hundredths. 16.1 across the stripe, 15 seconds to go. Didi getting dangerously close to the tubing there in the triple exit. Working up the platform, coming up on Ward if and when. Little hit off the pipe there for our leader. Sick whip onto the straightaway. Cross the line, 16.4, 19 and a 5, 10.4. We're 2/10 ahead of TQ, and the last lap's going to matter. Didi coming up on some traffic. Keep going like you're going to get one more. Keep going. Didi and Ward, you're done. Didi and Ward, you're done. Pfeiffer is done. Hot lap on the last lap for Pfeiffer. Racing behind you, Didi and Ward. Preston Shear, done. Bendelin, done. One more to finish, working down the line. And that's it, all in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Talon Didi going to reset the TQ. 19 and a 5.09. Jake Ward, 18.5, 07, 08 for Pfeiffer. 18 and a 5, 18. Welcome to the 18 lap club, Matthew Bendelin. Shear with a 17, Waller with a 17. Welcome to the 17 lap club, Kevin Waller. And Brooks with a 14. Volume when showing race camera view. Cleaning heats to other camera angle audio is spot on. Jamie Tenney's to scoring and timing. I'll take Jamie Tenney's to scoring and timing if someone wants to relay that information. All right, you guys go ahead, roll them around, check them in. All right, everybody is checked in. The straightaway is closed. The order is Skylar Mandela, Kyle Kasurik, Tyler O'Brien, June Villaruz, Jason Lee, Jonathan Bailey. Kevin Waller, you want to slide over to this platform instead? Thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to call you by name. Skylar, Kyle Kasurik, T.O.B., June Villaruz, Jason Lee, and Jonathan Bailey. .30 seconds in. We're one lap in the books here. Kyle Kasurik out front. Mandela, O'Brien, Lee, Villaruz, and Bailey. Kasurik out front, 19.508 now. 15.9 across the line for our leader. Kasurik working his way on the straightaway. White, orange, and blue through the sweeper. 16.0 across the stripe. 19 and a 5.07 the pace. Working on the back of Mandela on track. O'Brien in the 2 spot, half a second off. Mandela going to tap out in the 3. Villaruz. Now it's Lee, Villaruz, Bailey. 3:35 to go. Yeah. Long lap last time by for Kasurik. Going to put him on an 18 and a 5 flat pace now. Falling off the TQ, trying to get it back. 3:10 left to go. Leader working through the triple. Up on 2 wheels there, saves it. Kasurik going to tap out at the end of the sweeper. 2:50 to go. That could move Tyler O'Brien to the front here. We're going to check the split when they come across. Mandela maintains the 3 spot. Lee, Villaruz, and Bailey. Kosurik dropping off that 19-lap run and the lead. T.O.B. to the front now. T.O.B. going to give it right back. The all-white working through the triple is your leader for the next 10 seconds here. Kosurik going to jump back to the front, or maybe Mandela. It's going to be close. Kosurik back to the front now. Mandela to the 2. O'Brien down to the 3. Jason Lee in the 4. Lee going for a little tumble there in front of the stand. Might give up a spot here. Going to maintain top 4 guys, top 5 guys on 18-lap runs. Kosurik, O'Brien, Mandela, Lee, and Villaruz. Jonathan Bailey on a 16-lap pace right now. 1:55 to go. Watch it after a sweeper. Watch it after a sweeper. Mandela gets caught up. Jason Lee going to fall off that 18-lap run. 1:35 to go. Oh. Stamp that stake down, too. See that stake is sticking out? Oh, one up, Marshall. And the one he just hit. Right by your foot. Behind you. There you go. Mandela 16-2 last time by across the line. Good lap for him. Maintains that number 3 spot. Backs it up 17-0. 50 seconds to go. Kosurik out front. 19 and a 5-13. O'Brien in the 2 spot. Mandela, Villaruz. Villaruz 15-8 last time by. Then we got Lee and Bailey. Kosurik going to tap out. Watching the sweeper. Clear now. "25 seconds to go. Kosurik, O'Brien, Mandela. These guys looking to maintain qualifying position. Villaruz in the green. Jason Lee in the green. Looking to go 7th and 8th overall. Time about to expire here. Kyle Kosurik, you are done. Kyle Kosurik, you're done. Everybody else still going. Tyler O'Brien is done. Jason Lee is done. Mandela done. Waiting on Showtime and Bailey. Showtime and Bailey. That's it. All in, all done. Marshall's on your blowers, please. Kyle Kosurik going to take that one. 18 and a 5-01. 05 from O'Brien. Villaruz 18 and a 5-12. Puts him up to 7th on the grid. Mandela 18-5-14. Jason Lee rolling over on the last lap. Cost him an 18-lap run. 17 and a 5-01 for him. Jonathan Bailey with a 16. All right, guys, from that last race, spread on out. All right, Marshall's from the last race, spread out. You guys go ahead, roll them around, check them in. Who am I missing over here? Jonathan, you want me to do me a favor and slide down over yonder to the platform? Everybody is checked in. The order in this one going to be Matt Bendel and Aiden Nelson, Benny Carlson, Lucas Lenhart, Trevor Tobias, Benjamin Kastemeyer, and Reina Chadara. Thanks, Jonathan. All right, this is 21-5, race number 7. I'm going to call you by name. Matt Bendelin, Aiden Nelson, Benny Carlson, Lucas Lenhart, Trevor Tobias, Benjamin Kastemeyer, and Reina Chadara. Platform, platform. Patience. Patience. Let him get out of the way. Race number 7 on the track right now. Final heat of 21-5 coming up next. Final race of the round, and I'll get the main set up. These guys getting in the groove out here. Matty B showing out front 2 laps in. Lenhart, Nelson. Now it's Lenhart, Carlson, Nelson, Kastemeyer, Tobias, and Chadara. Straightaway, go low, low, low. Clear now. We are pushing 18 lap numbers right now. Matthew Bendelin, 17-0. The previous backs it up 17-2. Bendelin lapping very consistently out there these first 4 laps in. 17-3, 17-0, 17-0, 17-2. Leader in the orange, yellow, and purple working across the checkered flag right now. Resets the hot lap last time by 16-7, 3:25 to go. 18 and a 5:07 the pace off of Bendelin. Working the platform. Lenhart in the 2 spot. Now it's Benny Carlson jumping up to the 2. Him and Lenhart separated by just 1/10. BC in that blue and pink working down the platform. Coming up on the all blue with yellow wheels. I believe that is Benjamin. Carlson across the line, 17-7. Oh, Benny gives Carlson just a little too much room there. Ends up in the tubes. Watching a triple. Clear now. Our leader gets through. Our leader gets caught up just a bit. Wiggling his wheels faster than I've ever seen any man wiggle his wheels. 2:40 to go. Servo smoking. Bendelin across the line, 20.6. We're still on an 18-lap run, which is a TQ run for Matthias Bendelin, working over to kids' table now. Benny Carlson hangs on to the 2 spot, 17 and a 5:12. Good enough for 3rd on the grid. Carlson working through the triple, go low on the straight. Bendelin, sick 50-50 grind down the straightaway there. Doesn't miss a beat. TQ run and holding for Matthew Bendelin. Down the platform he is. Carlson in the 2 spot, 5 seconds off the leader right now. Lenhart in the 3, Tobias, Nelson, Kastemeyer, and Chadara. Carlson's going to tap out on the kids' table. Marshall taking his time, 1:50 to go. Wearing his OSHA-approved marshalling slippers. 1:40 to go. Leader working through the triple, 17-5-01. Carlson in that 2 spot, 17 and a 5-17. Still good enough for 3rd on the grid. Carlson coming up on Kastemeyer. He's going to be patient. Go, go, go. Excellent driving there. We worked it out. 1:20 on the clock. Lenhart stays in the 3. Nelson, Tobias, Kastemeyer. Chadara. Someone taps out in the front. That was Benjamin. 1:10 to go. Watch going into platform. Oh, Bendelin gets through it somehow. 2nd place on Reina. Awesome, thank you. Go, go, go. 50 seconds to go. Long lap from Bendelin, but he's going to remain out front and in a TQ run right now. 40 seconds to go. Carlson dropping off just a bit. Still good enough for the A main. Then we got Lenhart, Nelson, Tobias, Kastemeyer, and Chadara. Bendelin all alone in that 17-lap pace. 16s for Carlson, Lenhart, and Nelson. 15 for Tobias, 14 for Kastemeyer, 13 for Reyna. Race clock about to expire here. Little hit off the pipe for Matty B. Keep going, keep going. Matty B, you are done. You are done. Benny Carlson done. Aiden Nelson, you're done. Benny Carlson, Aiden Nelson racing behind you. Please pull offline when I call your name. Thank you. Waiting on two more. There's one. Waiting on Benjamin, the all blue with the yellow wheels, working down the line here. And that's it. All in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Matthias Bendelin going to take over the TQ right now. 17 and a 5:01. Carlson with a 16. 16 from Nelson. 16 from Lenhart. 15 from Tobias. 14 from Kastemeyer. And a 13-lap run from Reyna Chidara. All right, let's go ahead and roll them around. Let's check them in. Final race of the round. All right, everybody is checked in. The order in this one going to be Matthew Deedy, Matt Chesney, Mike Chesney, Jonathan Bailey, Mark Polzen, Mark Dakent, and Jaden Bendelin. A lot of identical names out there, so listen for your full name. Marshals, look alive. Drivers, I'm going to call you by your full government name. Matthew Deedy, Matthew Chesney, Michael Chesney, Jonathan Bailey, Mark Polzen, Mark Dakent, and Jaden Bendelin. Final race of the round. Race number 8 on the track. A wide going in a triple. Wide going in a triple. 21-5. Heat 2 of 2 on the track right now. Matt Bendelin reset the TQ in the previous race. 17 and a 5:01. Matt Deedy's got something to say about that. All right, we are about 1 minute into this one. Third lap in the books there. Matthew Deedy out front. 17 and a 5:06 to pace. Polzen in that 2 spot. Chesney, Mike Chesney that is. Jonathan Bailey, Jaden Bendelin, Matt Chesney, Mark Dakent. Deedy out front, 17-lap run. 16-lap run for Mike and Mark Polzen. Mike Chesney, Mark Polzen only separated by 4/10 right now. Jonathan Bailey in that 4 spot. Matt Chesney, Jaden Bendelin, Mark Dakent. 3:30 to go. Go, go, go. Deedy across the line, 17-3. Down to a 17 and a 5:02 now. Deedy working a tabletop onto the straightaway. He's in that brown, orange, cream white in the back, coming up on the red and white of Dakin, I believe that is. Polson going to get it wrong, entering the chicane. That was our P3 right there. Could give that spot to Jonathan Bailey. We'll see. 2:55 to go. Didi out front, working on the back of Jonathan Bailey. Mike Chesney in the 2 spot. Jonathan Bailey currently in the 3. Top 2 guys on 17-lap runs, Didi and Mike Chesney. 16 for Bailey, 16 for Matt Chesney, 16 for Polson and Bendelin, 14 for Mark Dakin. Halfway down, halfway to go. .205 to go. Didi, new hot lap last time by 17.2. We're on 17 and a 5.02 pace. Leader working across the stripe, 17.1. Another hot lap for Didi. We're down to 17 and a 5.01 now. Creeping into that TQ zone, 150 to go. Mike Chesney maintains the 2 spot. Matt Chesney in the 3. Leader coming up on Jaden Bendelin if and when. Leader is that brown, orange, and white. Working in front of the driver stand up the platform now. 1:30 to go. Didi, Chesney, Chesney. Matt, Mike, and Matt. 1:20 to go. Mike Chesney throwing down an 18.1, his best lap. Didi across the line with an 18.1. Falls off that TQ pace just a bit. 4 down, 1 to go. 4 down, 1 to go. 17 and a 5.02, the pace off our leader. Didi looking to challenge a TQ here, set by Matthias Bendelin in the previous race. It is the battle of the mats. Leader coming up on Matt Chesney, I believe. Leader coming up on Matt Chesney. Leader coming up on both the Chesneys, rather, if and when. We'll go wide there. Oh, man, both the Chesneys simultaneous stuffing it into the kids' table. That was almost choreographed. Five seconds to go. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Matt Didi, Mike Chesney. Matt Chesney, you are done. Chesneys and Didi, you guys are done. Jonathan Bailey is done. Jaden Bendelin done. Waiting on the marks. Here comes Poles and here comes Dakin. One more racing. Thank you, Matt Bendelin. Still racing, coming on the straightaway. Oh, man, that was close. You were there, though, Matty B. And that's it, all in, all done. Matthew Didi, 17 and a 501.9. TQ, 17 and a 501.7 from Matthew Bendelin. So Bendelin going to hang on. Going to win this round of the Battle of the Mats. Mike Chesney coming home with a 16 and a 5 flat. His best run. Matt Chesney, 16.03. Jonathan Bailey, 06. His best run. Mark Polson, 16 and a 5.12, his best run. Jaden Bendelin, welcome to the 15-lap club. 15 and a 5.03. That was almost a 16-lap run. And Mark Dakin with a 15 and a 5.20, his best run. All right, guys, I'm going to get the main set up right now. We will take a little break while I do that. I'm going to see how difficult it is before I put the timer on the screen. If you guys are not running your race, please come to the scoring booth and tell me right now. Bikes and Balding on the YouTube stream. The preferred tire sauce for this track is the Gravity RC Grip Doctor. That's what seems to work the best here. Works the best at most places you go, honestly. All right, guys, I'm sending the mains to the printer right now. We're going to have some little bit of back-to-backs. We're going to need some volunteer marshals, all that good stuff. You guys know how the mains go around here on a Tuesday. A couple mains, lower mains that have not that many people on them. I'm going to set a timer on the screen for a couple minutes here, and then we're going to get going into race number 1, which is going to be the stock short course C main. So in 7 minutes, we're going to go with race number 1, Hayden Klein, Kevin Waller, Stephen Key, Mike O'Connell, Jake O'Connell, Josh O'Connell. Sending the mains to the printer right now. They are also on trackside.liverc.com. Stock Buggy B main, you guys are race 2. Then it's 21.5 B main, Stock Short Course B main, 13.5 A main, Stock Buggy, 21.5, Stock Short Course. I will need volunteer marshals throughout the duration of the evening. Please and thank you in advance. Replying to one less turn marshal out there on YouTube, Sticky Kicks works pretty decent here. And Liquid Wrench, the yellow Liquid Wrench, that works pretty good too. Gravity RC Grip Doctor seems to be the best, though. All right, guys, about 3 minutes to race number 1. Mains are posted on the board over there. They're on trackside.liverc.com. Stock short course C main. You guys are going to be race number 1. Some of you guys are back-to-back. Some races I need volunteer marshals. I need everybody to be ready to go. Help me out. It is already 9:30 p.m. Adam Gratz is surely asleep in the shop right now. And if you guys are watching online, Don't change that dial. We'll be right back. Race number 1, guys. Start thinking about getting them ready here. You got 25 seconds. Marshals are going to be my stock short course A-main. Chris Nelson, June Villaroo, Shane Coles, Leo Dake, Benny Carlson, Adam Chidara, Nicholas Loesch. You guys are out to Marshall, race number 1. So guys on the track, start bringing it in, bringing it in, bringing it in, bringing it in. Race number 1, start making your way out there. Marshals to the track. I am looking for the stock short course C main. Hayden Klein, Kevin Waller, Stephen Key, Mike O'Connell, Jake O'Connell, Josh O'Connell. If your last name is O'Connell, you are in this race. Benjamin Kastenmeyer, you're out there as well. A main short course guys out to Marshall. Hey, thanks, Leo and Adam. Appreciate ya. Where's the rest of my marshals? Stock short course A main. Chris Nelson, June Villaroos, Nick Loesch. June Villaroos out to Marshall. On the bucket when you get here, on the bucket. All right, roll them around, check them in. Stock short course C main. Need a couple more checks, couple more O'Connells. There's one. Waiting on one more O'Connell. It's Josh. Waiting on Benjamin. Straightaway is closed except for Benjamin Kastenmeyer. Straightaway is closed except for Benjamin Kastenmeyer. Benjamin, do you have your transponder in your car? Okay, go across the line for me. Let's set the grid here. Hayden Klein going to be on the number 1 spot. Benjamin, are you sure you have a transponder in your car? Hayden Klein on the number 1. Kevin Waller on the 2. Let's check that slash, please. Thank you, Lucas. Kevin Waller on the 2. Stephen Key on the 3. Mike O'Connell on the 4. Jake O'Connell on the 5. Josh O'Connell on the 6. And Benjamin Kastemeyer on the 7. Sweet. Benjamin on the number 7. Thank you, Lucas. Yep. Excellent. All right. This is race number 1. This is the stock short course C main. Top 2 drivers are bumping up. We're going to take it easy on the sound of the tone. Klein sleeping on the line there a little bit. Got a mirror full of 2 slashes here. Hustle up, Marshall. Oh, Klein tapping out, going into triple here. Waller on his bumper. 1 and 2 working in the chicane. The O'Connells, Key, and Kastemeyer all duking it out for the number 3 spot. 1 and 2 down the line. It's Kevin Waller to the front now. Kevin Waller in that $19.99 a day, 26 cents a mile slash. Working on the straightaway now. 1 minute down, 4 long minutes to go. Hayden Klein in the 2 spot on his bumper. Leaders working in the triple. I got 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 working on the straightaway here. Jake O'Connell leads us out, followed by Mike, Steven, Josh, and Benjamin. Jake in that all gray black wheels, working on the platform. Mike O'Connell in his rear view. These 2 working on the straightaway, trying to reel in Hayden Klein. Klein currently working onto the platform. A little hit off the pipe there. Waller stretching out in the 1 spot. 3:20 to go. Stephen Key trying to reel in the O'Connells right now. Here comes Jake down the line. Mike to follow. Stephen Key dialing in that spec slash. Working behind him. Then we got Josh and Benjamin. Hayden Klein, 21.8 last time by. Jake O'Connell with a 20.2. 2 down, 3 to go. O'Connell creeping in here. Takes another couple seconds off him that time by. Our second place car goes for a tumble. Hayden Klein in that white with the pink fade, working onto the platform. Jake O'Connell up on the pipe on the kids' table. Mike gonna close back in. Here comes Steven. Josh not out of this one yet. Second place car on Benjamin. Second place car on Benjamin. Excellent driving there, Benjamin. Benjamin rocking that supreme lowrider out there. 3-wheel motion in the slash. 2:10 to go. Waller out front. Three down, 2 to go. Leader is that all-white U-Haul slash. Working in the chicane. Kevin Waller looking to bump up. Little known fact about Kevin Waller, he used to work in a moving service. College hunks move your junk. Oh, Waller going for a tumble there. Waller a little blink. I think he lost 2 spots right there. Marshall on his way. This could be a new day here. We're going to check it when they come across. I think Waller was a lap up. I believe so. But he did lose 1 critical spot to Hayden Klein here. Klein now to the front. White with the pink fade. Working in front of Mike O'Connell. Second place behind Mike O'Connell. Oh, Waller doinks it on the pipe there. 4 down, 1 to go. Jake O'Connell maintains the 3. Mike in the 4. Josh in the 5. Stephen Key and Benjamin Castemeyer 6 and 7. Oh, Key got a little body rub working on there. Oh, that is, I didn't even notice, that is Fran Bonji running the Stephen Key mobile. This is some enduro practice going down right here. 35 seconds to go. Strategies being implemented. Steve Key was in the shop earlier today asking me all sorts of questions about my enduro slash. 15 seconds to go. Hayden Klein out front. Kevin Waller maintaining the 2. Watch going into chicane. 5 seconds to go. This should be it right here. Waller trying hard to close the gap. Just don't got enough ponies in that spec slash. Klein and Waller are done. Rest of you guys, once you cross the line, you will be done. 1 more to finish. It's Fran Bonji, a.k.a. Steve Key. And that's it, all in, all done. Marshall's on your blowers. Hayden Klein, Kevin Waller, you guys are moving up to the B main. Jake O'Connell taking home the 3. Mike, Josh, Steven, and Benjamin. You guys will be bumping up to race number 4. Race number 4. All right, let's roll him around. Let's check him in. Who are we missing out there? Always getting his car ready. So Waller's back to back. Clear the straightaway, 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 straightaway. Mr. O'Connell, you want to slide over to the bucket? Or one of you O'Connells, or yeah. That'll work. And the final O'Connell over here in the number 3 spot. You want to just slide into the middle. Perfect. That'll work. Lucas, you just keep your ears open over there. There's only 5 cars. Here comes Kevin Waller. Straightaway is closed for everybody else unless your nickname is Big Daddy Waller. Nope. All right, just checking. This is our stock buggy B main. Making their way to the grid here. Let's set it. Jason Lee is going to be on the number 1 spot. Preston Shear on the 2. Kevin Waller is going to be on the 3 spot. Jonathan Bailey on the 4. Dawson Brooks on the 5. I will need plenty of volunteer marshals after this one, guys. Please and thank you. Top 2 drivers moving on up. There's only 5 of you. Let's have a good start here. Let's have some fun. We're going racing. Stock buggy B main on the tone. And a quick tone it is. Good opening lap working here for the stock buggy B main. Preston Shear has a look but thinks better. Lives to race another day. 1, 2, and 3 working on the straightaway. Small separation of 4 and 5. Through the sweeper they are. Lee leads out Shear. Waller in tow. Bailey going to tap out on lap 2. Back to the front. Jason Lee, Preston Shear down the line. They've gapped Kevin Waller by about a straightaway here. 1 and 2 working out of the triple. Jason in that white, blue, and gray. Shear in the orange and blue. Tapping out. Waller moves on up to the 2 spot now. Waller in that gray with the flow yellow trim. 1 minute in, 4 long minutes to go. Battle for the 2 spot, working through the sweeper into the triple now. Waller leads out Shear. Jason Lee trying to drive away with this one while these guys battle it out for the 2nd spot. 3:50 to go. Down the line, Preston having a look. Not enough juice. Waller going to hang on. Watching the triple go wide. Clear, clear, clear. Thank you, Fran. Shear looking up top, looking down low. Waller making that thing 8'6" wide. Through the sweeper they are. 3:25 to go. Battle for the transfer. A little too much sauce from Waller there. Shear going to go by. Now it's Kevin Waller to do the chase in. Shear going to turn in early. Waller going to take back that 2 spot. Shear on the wrong side of the pipe. One more, Lucas. Awesome, thank you. Waller breathes a little sigh of relief here. Shear now got to apply the pressure. Got to turn some laps, try and reel in old Big Daddy with 3 minutes left to go. Waller taking a 10th off of Jason Lee the last time by. Lee working down the line here, 2:40 on the clock. 17-2 across the stripe. Here comes Waller, 16-8. So Waller takes 4/10 off. I'm Shear going to tap out in the sweeper. BC going to marshal him from the peanut gallery. Halfway down, halfway to go. Shear just doing his best lap at a race, too. That time by 16-5. Leader coming up on Jonathan Bailey if and when. Leader is that white and gray with the blue trim. Watching on the platform. Keep it tight, 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 tight. Good job, Jason Lee. Watch coming on the straight. Go high, go high. Who was that? Oh, that was Jason Lee parking it, coming on the straightaway. Now it's Kevin Waller to the front. Where is Shear? Shear about a straightaway and a half off these guys. 1:55 to go. Oh, Shear going to tap out again there. Watching in front of the stand. Lee getting caught up with some traffic. $1:40 to go. Kevin Waller up front, coming up on Jonathan Bailey if and when. Jason Lee hangs on to the 2 spot. You can go ahead. $1:20 to go. Someone on the wrong side of the pipe. I believe that is Waller. Lee going to hit the pipe there. Now we got a battle for the lead. Working up on the platform. Coming up on Jonathan Bailey and fast. 1:10 to go. Oh, Waller to the inside of Lee at the end of the sweeper. Lee looking to get it back. Inside on the triple. They touch wheels. They touch again. Jason's going to wait on that. Good sportsmanship there, but here comes Preston Shear. These guys bebopping around in the triple. Here comes Shear. 50 seconds to go. Waller leads out Lee and Shear. 1, 2, and 3 down the line. Battle for the transfer. Jason Lee and Preston Shear. Shear trying to go over the top. Those guys get a little crossed up. Watching the platform. Go, go, go. 25 seconds to go. Lead battle working on the straightaway here. Waller and Shear. Lee working his way on the straightaway. Once you cross the line, you will be done. And that's it, all in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Kevin Waller, Preston Shear going to take that one. Jason Lee bringing home the 3 spot. Jonathan Bailey, Dawson Brooks. Need a couple volunteer marshals for that one, please and thank you. Could use one volunteer. Could use a volunteer marshal on the platform, please and thank you. 21.5 Spec B main, you guys go ahead, roll it around, check it in. Oh, thank you, Preston. I still need one volunteer marshal on the number 1 position. I need a volunteer marshal on the number 1. Thank you. Guys, go ahead and check them in, warm them up. Watching the sweeper. Go high. All right, everybody is checked in. The straightaway is closed. Let's set the grid here. On that number 1 spot, going to be Mark Polzen. Jaden Bendelin on the 2. Trevor Tobias on the 3. Mark Dakin on the 4. Benjamin Kastemeyer on the 5. Reina Chidara on the 6. I'll take a marshal over here. Thank you. Reina on the 6. All right, our grid is set. This is 21.5 Spec B main. Top 2 drivers moving on up. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do it on the tone. Nice and easy in the first lap here. Nice and easy in the back there. A little turn in. Oh, Benjamin, you're going to wait on that one. Put him on the other side, Kevin. Oh, never mind. We are rolling around here. 21.5 Spec B main. Kastemeyer going to tap out in the sweeper. Reina tapping out. Dakin takes 2 spots. Long race to go. 4:20 to go in this one. Polzen leads out Bendelin. Tobias in the 3 spot. Looks like Chidara, Kastemeyer, and Dakin. 4:10 to go. Polzen out front, yellow and red. Jaden Bendelin in that 2 spot in the all blue. Tobias in the 3 in the pink and blue, trying to reel in Bendelin here. 3:50 to go. Reina in the 4, Kastemeyer and Dakin. Tobias, a little hit off the pipe. Reina starting to close that gap. 3:40 to go. Back to the front, Mark Polzen working his way onto the straightaway. Jaden Bendelin in suit. 3:25 to go. Watching the chicane. Leaders coming up on Benjamin. $155 in, 3:05 to go. Polzen, Bendelin, Tobias, Chidara, Kastemeyer, and Dakin. Watching in front. Oh, Bendelin going to tap out. Here comes Tobias. 2:50 to go here. Watch going into triple. Second place on Benjamin. Benjamin gives him plenty of room. Third place going to be on Benjamin if and when. Halfway there. 2:30 to go in this one. Poles and Bendel Tobias. Reyna in the number 4 spot. Dakin and Benjamin. Leader working into the chicane, yellow and red. Second place working in the chicane now in the all blue. Third spot in the blue and pink. Wow, good marshal in there from Brooks. 2:10 to go. These guys starting to spread out just a bit. Closest battle probably for our transfer here. Tobias working on the tabletop. Jaden Bendelin working across the stripe. 1:45 to go. Separation 3.4. Bendelin on the wrong side of the pipe. Third place coming up on Kastemeyer. $1:20 to go. Poles and just on a cruise out there, looking to put it in the big show here. Bendelin working onto the platform. Here comes Tobias on the platform. Benjamin gives him room. 1:05 to go across the line for Jaden Bendelin, 20.2. Tobias, 19.2. 1 minute to go. Bendelin got to hang on. He's been driving strong for 4 minutes here. Tobias taking a chunk off on the previous lap. Chadara maintaining the 4 spot. Kastemeyer and Dakin, 45 seconds to go. Bendelin over the lump. Here comes Tobias over the lump. Tobias sends it after that lump. Gets a little crossed up. Working on the straightaway. Here comes Bendelin down the line. 19.1. 18.8 from Trevor Tobias. His best lap of the race. 20 seconds to go. Battle for the transfer. Working in front of the stand. Bendelin leading out Tobias. Little hit off the pipe there for Jaden. Tobias closing that gap. Little wide for Bendelin. Tobias tight to the pipe. Tobias takes another 0.6 off him that time by. That's going to be the final lap here. Oh, Tobias on the wrong side of the pipe. That's going to seal the deal. Jaden Bendelin, barring a major mechanical failure, should hang on. One more to finish. And that's it, all in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Mark Poles and Jaden Bendelin, you guys are moving up. Tobias going to bring home the 3. Reyna 4. Mark Dakin 5. Benjamin Kastemeyer 6. You guys will be bumping up to race number 7. Race 7. Probably need a volunteer marshal for this one, maybe 2. I just need a couple volunteer marshals for the main events. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to need some volunteer marshals for this one. Thank you in advance. Oh yeah, we got 10 trucks. We need it. All hands on deck. Take the number 3 spot. Benjamin, you can go over there. By the X on the ground. Yep. All right, you guys go ahead, roll them around, check them in. This one is sure to be good. Stock short course, full B main on a Tuesday night. 23 short courses at Trackside on Tuesday. Watch going into triple. Everybody's checked in. The straightaway is closed. Let's grid them up. On the number 1 spot, going to be Jason Klein. Fran Bonji on the 2. Aiden Nelson, 3. Rick Nicholas on the 4. Matt Beer on the 5. Lucas Lenhart, 6. Trevor Tobias, 7. Dawson Brooks, 8. Hayden Klein and Kevin Waller, 9 and 10, bumping up from the C main. All right, guys, this is stock short course B main. It's a full field out there, so we are going to take it so smooth. No need to do anything dicey in the first lap. We're going to have some fun. Top two moving up on the sound of the tone. Easy, 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 Lenhart. Thank you. Watching a triple. Keep it tight. Tighter than that. A little bobbling, but we're going to roll along. Clean it up in the back there. Marshall. People tapping out all over the place. It is a long race to go here. 4:20 left to go in this one. Klein leads us out, working on a straight. Bonji, Nicholas, Lenhart. Watching the kids' table go wide. Kids' table go wide. Clear now. Klein working his way down the line here. 3:45 to go. Bonji into two. Nicholas, Lenhart. Brooks, Beer, Nelson, Waller, Tobias, and Hayden Klein. Matt Beer closing the gap on Lenhart and Brooks here. Battle in front of the stand. Rick Nicholas gets by Bonji for the transfer. Transfer battle working into the chicane. Nicholas leading out Bonji. Silver, red, and blue. 3:05 to go. Bonji looking to the inside of Nicholas there. Nicholas shutting the door. Transfer battle working in front of the stand. Oh, Bonji going to tap out. Nicholas breathes a sigh of relief. Battle for the number 4 spot. Working up the platform. These guys not far off the lead battle. Second place car working into the kids' table right now. 2:25 to go. Klein across the line, easier leader. Nicholas in a 2 spot. Bonji, Lenhart, Beer, Dawson, Aiden, Trevor, Kevin, and Hayden. 2:15 to go. Transfer battle resumes in the chicane. Rick Nicholas leading out Bonji. Klein down the line, that's your leader. Bonji having a look to the inside there, it's not there. 2:05 to go, long race left to go. Bonji having a look at a sweeper, gets it done. Nicholas turns in just a bit early, hangs on. 5th place car coming up on Waller. Thank you. 1:45 to go. Transfer battle working on the straightaway now. Through the sweeper, Bonji and Nicholas. Leader in front of Aiden Nelson. Leader in front of Aiden Nelson. Oh, Beer and Lenhart going for a little tumble there. Beer going to get by. 1:30 to go. Matt Beer only 2 corners away from the transfer battle right now. Watching a triple. Keep it tight. Clear now. 1:10 to go. Klein, Bonji, Nicholas, Beer, Lenhart, Brooks, Nelson, Tobias, Hayden Klein, and Kevin Waller. Oh, Bonji going to tap out. Rick Nicholas going back by. Here comes Matt Beer. Less than a minute to go. Bonji getting it wrong. Here comes Beer. Beer creeping in. 50 seconds to go. Nicholas in that transfer position. Bonji in the 3. Matt Beer in the 4. These guys working through the sweeper. Hayden Klein taps out, gives him room. 40 seconds to go. 2, 3, and 4 working through the triple in front of the stand. Nicholas leads out Bonji and Beer. Oh, Matt Beer going to tap out. Marshall's sleeping at the wheel. 20 seconds to go. Watching him coming on the straight. Nicholas on the wrong side of the pipe. Bonji going to go by now. They get together. Go, go, go. 10 seconds to go. These guys are going to go around for one more lap. Oh, Rick Nicholas going to get caught at the line. Only one on the clock is Bonji. Once you cross the line, you will be done, which is everybody waiting on Bonji, and then that's it. All right, that's it. All in, all done. Marshals, on your blowers, please. Jason Klein, Fran Bonji, you guys are moving up to race number 8. Moving on up to the big show. It's the big show. I only got 5 in this next race, so if like 2 guys want to take a break and help me later, that would be awesome. You got to help me later, though. Like right after this race. Hold the cars, guys. All the blowers are going, please. That's the second time that's happened. You got to turn the radio on first, bro. Who am I missing up here? Oh, he's coming. He was blowing the track off. I'll take someone in the triple landing. Don't walk too far over there, Aiden Nelson. You can take the triple landing instead. You guys go ahead, roll him around, check him in. I will need copious volunteer marshals after this one. Please and thank you. Waiting on a check-in from Gadke and Stefik. Gadke and Stefik. All right, straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. The order, or the grid rather. Preston Shearer going to be on the 1, your top qualifier this evening. Nick Coleman on the 2, Breadbasket Brian on the 3, Ron Prill on the 4, Tyler Stefik on the 5. All right, guys, this is the 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy, A-Main. We're going to have some fun. We're going to take it easy. We're going to go racing on the sound of the tone. Coleman going to turn in early on lap 1. First corner. A couple of these guys tapping out in the triple. Shear going to hang on to number 1 for lap 1. Gadke up to the 2. Coleman in the 3. That's your battle right now. Into the triple. .430 left to go in this one. Gadke and Coleman working on this straightaway. Coleman got to find a way by, got to make it clean, and there it is. Gadke leaves the door open just a bit, just enough for one buggy to get in there, and Coleman threads the needle. Now it's Gadke doing the chase and having a look there. Lives to race another day. Smart move there from Breadbasket Brian. Shear on the wrong side of the pipe, rights the ship. Gadke on his lid, Marshall right on it. Top 3 spread out just a bit, watching us straightaway in the middle. Coleman going to tap out on the platform, no Marshall needed. Gadke closing back in, leader coming up on Ron and Tyler. Those two having a little battle in the back there. Stefik leads out Prill to the inside, gives him a little bump. .335 to go. Shear, Coleman, Gadke, Prill, and Stefik. Krill going to tap out. Stefik going to go on by. Stefik in that green. Hot bodies ride. Leader working into the chicane. The purple and orange. Oh, that is dunzo. Or just the body came off. Aaron has tapped out. 2:55 to go. Sheer out front. Coleman maintaining the 2 spot. Closest battle is probably for that 2 spot. Coleman working into the triple. Gadke working off the sweeper now. Stefik in the 4. Oh, Gadke gonna tap out. Halfway down, halfway to go. Full field coming up next here. I need all the marshals. $2:15 to go. Sheer, Coleman, Gadke, and Stefik. All these guys starting to get pretty spread out now. Coleman trying to reel in Sheer. Took a 10th off him last time by. 4.3 to split. 2 minutes left to go. Sheer across the line, 16-2. Coleman with a 16-4. Sheer taking 2/10ths back. Leader working in front of the stand. $140 to go. Preston Sheer across the line with a 16-4. Here comes Coleman down the stripe. 16-5. Sheer, though, going to get spun around just a bit. Coleman really starting to creep in here. 1:15 to go. Sheer got to keep it clean. Working down the line. A long lap for Sheer. 17-9. Here comes Nick Coleman. Coleman with a 16-9. Takes a second off him. 3.6 to split. 4 down, 1 to go. Sheer going to hit the pipe there just a bit. Little chunks here. Bit by bit. 45 seconds to go. Coleman takes another 10th off him. Sheer getting it wrong. Where is Coleman? Coleman getting a little mistake of his own. 40 seconds to go. $30 seconds to go. Sheer going to go for a tumble. Coleman creeping in, watching in front of the stand. Go wide. Clear now. Leader coming up on Stefik. Leader on Stefik. Awesome. Thank you. Second place to follow. Second place to follow. Oh, man. Coleman going to turn in. That might seal the deal here. Sheer on his lid. Marshall's doing what they can, jumping about. Coleman going to go by. That's going to be it right there. Oh, man. On the last lap. Waiting on one more to finish. And that's it. All in, all done. Marshall's on your blowers. Nick Coleman on the last lap. Sheer going to come home with the 2. Gadke 3. Tyler Stefik 4. Aaron in the 5. All right, I need everybody from that last race out to Marshall and some volunteers. Everybody from that last race out to Marshall. And I need a couple volunteers. Help a brother out here. We only had 5 in that last heat. Where is Aaron? Aaron, I need you out to Marshall. Ooh, stock buggy A main. All right, you guys can roll them around, check them in. Ron Prill, I need you out to Marshall, please. Where is this dude? Yeah? Hey, Benjamin, go in the shop and see if Aaron Prill is in there. Send him out here to Marshall. All right, straightaway is closed. Hustle up. Aaron Prill, that's his name. All right, let's set the grid here for our stock buggy A-main. Your top qualifier this evening was Talon Dede. Skylar Mandela on the number 2, Kyle Kasurik on the 3, Jake Ward on the 4, Tyler O'Brien on the 5, Todd Pfeiffer on the 6, June Villaruz, 7, Matt Bendelin on the 8, and Kevin Waller, Preston Shear, 9 and 10. I'll take you on the number 1 spot there. Aaron, please, and thank you. All right, guys, our grid is set. This is the stock buggy A-main. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to take it a little easy on the sound of the tone. Easy, easy, easy. Patience is a factor. Easy through here. And that is how you start a race right there. Talon Dede leads us out. We're in qualifying order. These guys get muffed up, gone in the chicane. Chicane. Clear. Dede out front, Kasurik in the 2, watching the platform. One more, Stefik. Good job, good job. Number 3 spot, I believe that is June Villaruz. Looking like T.O.B. in the 4, Jake Ward. Matty B. Waller, Mandela, Pfeiffer, and Shear. Leader working into the triple, watching the chicane. Oh, man, little tap off the heel of Breadbasket Brian, and he's still going. Talon Dede narrowly avoiding disaster 2 times in a row. Dede just rolling the dice out there, and it's coming up all 7s. Your leader working through the triple now. 3:50 to go. T.O.B. moves his way up to the 2 spot. Kasurik shuffling down to the 3. Got a mirror full of Ward and June Villaruz. Ward a hit off the pipe. Villaruz having a look. A little too tight there. Got to check up. Straight away, straight away, straight away. Go wide on the straight. Go wide on the straight. Clear now. 3:30 to go. From top to bottom, it's Dede, O'Brien, Kasurik, Ward, Villaruz, Waller, Mandela, Bendelin, Pfeiffer, and Shear. 3:20 on the clock. Your leader is that Corsa Gray. He's on the back of Waller now. Second spot, T.O.B. in the all-white. White wheels working into the triple. Third spot, Kasurik. White, orange, and blue through the triple. Then it's Ward and Villaruz. 3:05 to go. Leader working in front of the stand. Onto the straightaway he is. Corsa Gray, sick whip. Talon sending it, coming onto the straightaway. 15:09 that time by. Second spot still T.O.B. This is our closest battle working down the line here. T.O.B. in the all-white. White wheels working in the triple. Kasurik on his wing. Tight to the pipe he is. A little hit off the pipe on the chicane entrance. Kasurik starting to close in. 2:30 to go. T.O.B. taps out Kasurik, moves on by. O'Brien down to the 3rd. Ward in the 4th. Villaruz, Waller, Bendelin, Pfeiffer, Mandela, and Shear. 2:20 to go. Ward going to tap out, going to lose the spot to Villaruz. Villaruz got the leader on his bumper. Leader gets by flawlessly. Someone gives it up in the sweeper. That was T.O.B. 3 down, 2 to go. Villaruz got the leader in front of him. 1:55 to go. Dede out front. Kasurik in the 2. Third spot still O'Brien. Villaruz in the 4. Jake Ward in the 5. These guys are relatively spread out. Watching chicane exit. Chicane exit. Ward creeping up on Villaruz now. 1:30 to go. That's a battle for the number 4 spot. Straight away go high. Straight away go high. Straight away go high. No battle behind you, Kevin Waller. Awesome. Thank you. 1:20 to go. Didi checked out, gone. Kasurik still in the 2. O'Brien, Villaruz, Ward. Ward going to give some time up to Villaruz. Matty B in the number 6 spot. Pfeiffer, Mandela, Waller, and Shear. Less than a minute to go. Bendelin and Pfeiffer, that's a battle. Working in front of the stand. Bendelin in the yellow, orange, and purple. Pfeiffer in the white and red. 45 seconds to go. Down the line, these guys duking it out for the 6th spot. Villaruz starting to separate from Ward for the number 4 spot. Watching in the chicane. Clear now. 30 seconds to go. Didi just on a cruise here. Got that thing looking very cherry. 20 seconds to go. Five seconds to go here. It's going to be the final lap for the Pfeiffer Bendelin battle. Pfeiffer trying to hang on, coming up on Waller. These guys are going to work together to the end. Watching the platform. Clear. Wow. That was just egregious. Time has expired. Once you cross the line, you will be done. One more to finish, and that's it. All in, all done. Talon Didi from tone to tone this evening. Kasurik going to bring home the 2. Tyler O'Brien, 3. Jake Ward, 4. Villaruz, 5. Pfeiffer, 6. Bendelin, 7. Mandela, 8. Kevin Waller, 9. And Preston Shear, number 10. Gary Katzer, that is a young Kyle Kasurik who is racing. That's not Matt Kasurik. He was just donning the Matt Kasurik paint job this evening. That is Kyle Kasurik. Marshall's spread on out. 21.5 Spec A main. Thank you to my volunteer marshals from the previous race. I appreciate you. All right, let's roll them around. Let's check them in. Let's make this a good one. I want to see some action. I want a good, clean fight. Watching the platform. Clear now. $21.5 Spec Buggy checking him in here, just waiting on a couple more. And then we are going to see 5 minutes of fury. Straightaway is closed. There's a joke in there, but I'm not going to make it. Matt Bendelin was your top qualifier this evening. Matt Didi on the 2, Matt Chesney on the 3. It is Matt, Matt, and Matt, 1, 2, and 3. Mike Chesney on the 4, Aiden Nelson 5. Benny Carlson on the 6, Jonathan Bailey 7, Lucas Lenhart 8. Mark Polson on the 9, Jaden Bendelin on the 10. Matt Didi getting the Stock Buggy A main winner to set his car down. That's a service right there. This is stock or 21.5 Spec Buggy A main. We're gonna go. We're gonna take it easy. We're gonna have some fun on the tone. Little gun jump there in the back. Sorted out in the back there. We are all still very close. Oh, Didi gonna turn in early. Bendelin out front, looking like Chesney making a move to the point here. Watching the platform go wide. Wide in the platform, wide in the platform. Still there, clear. These guys getting grouped up in the back. Out front, it's Chesney. Bendelin challenging to the inside. He gets it wrong. BC trying to go to the inside. Go, go, go. Now it's Benny Carlson to the front, blue and pink. Chesney back to the inside. It's a long race. Down the straightaway they are, nose to tail. BC to the point now. 1 minute and 4 long minutes to go. Chesney turns in just a bit early. Going to hold up him and Bendelin. Bendelin back to the inside now. So now Matty B got his head down, pointed forward, trying to reel in BC. That's Benny Carlson, a little crossed up on the straightaway he is. Across the line, 1 and 2, working through the sweeper. Bendelin, we got to make a move, got to make it clean. He's got a long race to do it. Just got to apply the pressure here, try and force the error from Benny Carlson. No need to do anything rash. Carlson leaves the door open. Bendelin thinks about it. We got 3:30 left to go, a whole race left to make this decision. Bendelin just out there applying the pressure. Lead battle working in the chicane. Onto the platform. Carlson leads out Bendelin. Third spot is Didi. Didi is not out of this one yet. He's got a mirror full of Nelson. Chesney not far back. Then it's Polson, Chesney, Bailey, Bendelin, and Lenhart. 2 down, 3 to go. Back to the front. We're working over the dot. Onto the platform we are. Bendelin turns in just a bit early. Here comes Didi. Didi going to mimic. Aiden Nelson going to go by. Carlson breathing a little sigh of relief. 2:50 to go. Leader on Lenhart. Leader on Lenhart. Excellent, thank you. Watching a triple. Aiden Nelson going to go by for the 2 spot now. Bendelin tapping out. These guys kerfuffling in the back there. Carlson driving away with it. Pink and white is your leader working through the triple. Aiden Nelson in the 2 in that Jack Nelson rent-a-ride in the 2 spot. Little hit off the pipe. Bendelin has a look. 2:20 to go. Purple with the flow yellow is P2. Little tap of the wheels there from Bendelin. They keep pointing in a forward direction. 2 and 3 working down the line. Bendelin looking around the outside there. Motoring them. 2:05 to go. Nelson turns in early. Going to lose 2 spots, maybe 3. Here comes Chesney. Chesney going to go on by. 3 down, 2 to go. Leader across the line. Benny Carlson, 17-6 across the stripe. 2 spot now, Matthias Bendelin, 18-1. 18-2 for Didi, 1:50 to go. Little kiss off the pipe there for BC, and he's rolling again. Bendelin going to take a little bit longer. Didi going to go on by. Stay low coming on the straight. Low coming on the straight. Clear now. Good marshaling there from Waller. 1:35 to go. Leader coming up on Mark Polson if and when. Your leader is the blue and pink. Excellent. Thank you, Mark. Battle for the 2 spot working over the lump. Didi leading out Bendelin. It's the match show. 1:20 to go. Bendelin gets in the back of Didi. He's waiting. Oh, Didi gets crossed up. Go, go, go. Watch it after the triple, after the triple. Bendelin there trying to wait for Didi. Didi gets on the power a little too hard, crossed up. 4 down, 1 to go. BC starting to stretch it out. He's on Mike Chesney and eventually Jonathan Bailey here. Bendelin in the 2. Matt Chesney in the 3. Matt Didi in the 4. Aiden Nelson in the 5. Jonathan Bailey, Mike Chesney, Lucas Lenhart, Mark Polson, Jaden Bendelin. Lucas Lenhart, Mark Polson, Mike Chesney. That's a battle right there working in front of the stand. Chesney leads out Lenhart and Polson. Battle for the number 3 spot working in front of the stand as well. Chesney leads out Didi. 22 seconds to go watching the tabletop. 15 seconds to go. BC across the line working what should be his final lap here. He's got plenty of gap. He's just got to take it nice and smooth. No need to push it or do anything crazy. He can just be patient here. Excellent driving there. That is smart, smart, smart. BC, Benny Carlson coming across the line to seal the deal here. Rest of the guys, once you cross the line, you will be done. Waiting on Bendelin, Lenhart, and Polson. Polson gets Lenhart at the end, and that's it. All in, all done. Marshall's on your blowers. Benny Carlson, ladies and gentlemen, your 21-5 Spec Buggy A-Main winner this Tuesday night. Matt Bendelin going to take home the 2. Matt Didi 3. Matt Chesney 4. Aiden Nelson 5. Jonathan Bailey 6. Mike Chesney 7. Mark Polson 8. Lucas Lenhart, Jaden Bendelin 9 and 10. All right, you guys still online? You still watching? We got one more to go. This is the big show. It's the big show. Hold the cars. Let's let the marshals get spread out there, guys. No unfair extra tire warming on the track or anything like that. Scrubbing them in a couple extra times for everyone else. Marshals, spread out, guys. Marshals, need someone on the bucket. Polson, you can stay there. Aiden Nelson, I'll take you on the number 1 spot, please. Thank you. All right, you guys can roll them around and check them in. Dee Dee, you can stay where you were. Aiden's going to the number 1. Yep. Thank you, Aiden. You could take all the way in the sweeper in front of Benjamin if you want. That would be fantastic. These guys are still tuned in. They want to see the best race of the night. That transponder has some history. That's got Corey Lieber, Mikey Dibb, all sorts of people are on that one. All right. Matt Meyer, go across the line for me one more time. I just need to get a reading here. Okay, perfect. Just double checking that your signal and stuff is all good, which it is. All right, so your top qualifier this evening was Chris Nelson, June Villaruz on the 2 spot, Shane Coles on the 3, Leo Dake on the 4, Matt Meyer on the 5, Benny Carlson 6, Adam Chidara 7, Nick Loesch 8, Jason Klein 9, and Fran Bonji 10. Final race of the evening, guys. Let's make it a good one. Let's have some fun. We're going to take it easy. I want to see a stock buggy A-main start right here on the sound of the tone. Easy, easy, easy. It's a long race. Easy, BC. Keep it going, keep it going. Spin it around. Go, go, go. We didn't lose much there. Keep it clean in the end here. It's a long race. All right, it wasn't my favorite start, but we are rolling with it. Straight away, straight away. Oh, the battery is out. Leaders working on the straight. Nelson and Villaruz separated now from Coles in the 3 spot, who's got BC in the 4. Looks like Meyer, Dake. These guys rubbing fenders. Dake gonna go by. Dake turns in just a bit early. So leaders working on the straightaway. And then here comes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 7 and 8 working on the straightaway. Nelson leads out Villaruz, the baby blue with the yellow trim. In front of the white, orange, and green. Up the platform they are. 3:55 to go. Nelson was your TQ. June going to tap out. Working into the tabletop. Cole's going to close that gap. Here comes BC. Dake, Meyer, Chidara. Little break to the Bonji Loesch battle. 3:40 to go. Nelson on the platform starting to stretch it out. Villaruz working his way onto the platform now. He's got about a couple tenths on Shane Coles, maybe a second. Villaruz, little hit off the pipe there. Coles closing that gap. 3:20 to go. Leader working on the straight. Cole's going to give it up on the platform here. BC trying to fight off a hard-charging Leonard Dake. That's a battle working across the stripe. Benny Carlson in the orange with the checkers. Leonard in the gray and red. These guys battling for the number 4 spot. Shane Cole's going to go for a quick tumble. Now he's got to deal with Carlson and Dake. And here comes Matt Meyer. 2:50 to go. Nelson starting to stretch it out. Villaruz takes 3 tenths off him last time, though. Watching a triple. Keep it tight. Clear now. Bonji lets our second place car go. Good driving there. 2:40 to go. Watching a triple go wide. Wide and a triple. Wide and a triple. Clear now. Watch coming on the straight. That is clear now as well. Watching a chicane, chicane, chicane. Villaruz on his lid. Put it down, Jaden. A series of unfortunate events here has led to Benny Carlson moving his way on up to the second place spot now. Cole's moving up to the third. Villarooz all the way down to the 4. Battle working in front of the stand, over the breast. Carlson leads out Coles and Villarooz. Oh, Villarooz getting stuck there somehow. Gonna lose the spot now to Matt Meyer. Villarooz falling apart at the end here. Meyer gives him the business, and Villarooz gets caught up with Dake. 1:45 to go. Nelson out front, just cruising about. Carlson in the 2, Villarooz. Or Coles, rather, then Villarooz. Looks like Dake. Meyer, Chidara, Loesch, and Bonji. 1:25 to go. Villarooz and Dake battling it out here in front of the stand. Loesch and Bonji, that's a battle. Chidara and Meyer, that's a battle. 1:10 to go. Watching the straight, right in the middle, right in the middle. Watch it right in the middle of the straightaway. It is right in the middle. That's clear now, clear now. 4 down, 1 to go. This one getting questionable at the end here. The only thing not up for discussion is Chris Nelson is out front. Benny Carlson in the 2. Coles, Villarooz, Dake, Meyer, Chidara, Loesch, and Bonji. 45 seconds to go. Meyer and Chidara battle for the 6, working in the chicane. Shane Coles coming up on Bonji. Bonji gives him room. 35 seconds to go. Battle for the 2 spot starting to shape up here. The orange and white cars working onto the straightaway. BC leads out Shane Coles. Coles getting it wrong. Go low on the straight. Go low, 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 low. Still low, still low, still low. Clear now. 20 seconds to go. All these guys making some critical errors at the very end here. 5 seconds to go. Coles back to the 3. Villarooz in the 4. Dake in the 5. Time has expired. Once you cross the line, you will be done. Waiting on a couple more. Waiting on Showtime and Dake. There they are. That's it. That's all done. Shut them down. Chris Nelson going to go tone-to-tone, uncontested. Benny Carlson going to bring home the 2 spot. Let's go, BC. Shane Coles 3, Villarooz 4, Dake 5, Adam Chidara 6, Matt Meyer 7, Nicholas Loesch 8, Fran Bonji 9, and Jason Klein bringing home the 10 spot. That concludes our racing for this evening, guys. That was a long one. That is the longest Tuesday night in years. Thank you guys all for coming out. That was a fun time. I appreciate it. Don't forget, guys, we have racing again this Friday at 7 p.m. We have the Slash Enduro this Saturday. I believe it starts at 4:30 or 5. Let's say 4:30 to be safe. We'll be going for 666 laps, so we'll be here for 3.5 hours. So if you want to come by, check out the chaos. It should be an experience and a half. All right, guys, we thank you for coming, and we thank you guys all for watching online, wherever you are. Appreciate you tuning in. So you guys have a good morning or a good night, whatever it may be. We'll see you again this Friday.